he now has a string that pops you up. This increases his damage potential quite a bit, and Bio is indeed playing the variation, the dirtbag variation of Kano, the newly buffed variation of the character. So I can't wait to see how this is going to go. And starting things off immediately here is Too Easy after he takes a bit of damage at the start of the game. There's that pop-up string that I was talking about, and that's a nice 33%.
For sure, and that's a Kano ball with the forward 4, and here we go with the string here.
Ooh, nice stuff there from Bio. And there we go. There's the additional damage off of the buff that he applied there from the Kano ball. Ooh, catches him in the trap, and this is going to be a combo. Nicely done there from Too Easy. Amplifies the special move to get the additional damage. Tries to go over the overhead. Ooh, gets caught by the amplified knives. Too Easy, not a lot of life left here. Got to be careful. Last breath. Oh, teleports. Oh, that was ridiculous. Wow. Oh my goodness. He combos into the fatal blow. Is this going to be enough?
We'll find out.
That was nuts from Too Easy. What a quick reaction there. And I think it's just barely enough. Goes for the overhead. And that's going to be a punish from Bio. My goodness, what an intense round. And unfortunately now, Too Easy loses that resource. Oh boy, here we go. Amplifies the Kano ball.
Straight down one there.
Ooh, the flawless block. Good stuff there from Bio.
Yeah, Bio's so good with those flawless block attacks. You gotta be careful when you're playing against him because he knows your strings. He's gonna be able to flawless block attack them, and you're gonna get stuck in the corner like this where he's pressuring you all day.
And that's one of the things that makes this new version of Kano so much better now. As Too Easy is trying to find something here, gets the cross up, keeps Bio in the corner, trying to do some standing resets. It's caught. Oh, the fire lands. And Too Easy looking not in the best spot here, but he catches the trap. No fire, so he doesn't have to worry about getting caught by the damage over time there, and now he's gonna have a corner set up. What's he gonna go for here? Goes for the low, gets caught, and the Kano ball will work on amplification. No defensive meter left for Too Easy, and a little showing off from Bio as he wins that first game.
The Kano buffs, the strings were so good, so tight.
They were. I mean, it's crazy. Like the character is so much more solid now. You know, you're seeing Mustard tweeting, and obviously you're seeing what Bio was talking about. Bio wishes that the original variation was the one that got the buff, as that's the one I think he's most comfortable with.
Yep.
But he's just comfortable with Kano overall. And if this is the variation that got the right work, then that's the one he's gonna have to play with.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure he's gonna find a way to be successful.
Right.
And sometimes that requires just shifting your game plan.
And an immediate switch now to Sub-Zero.
Yeah, speaking of shifting game plans, Sub-Zero does. I mean, Too Easy does switch to Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any Scorpion from him because players like Bio especially, he is going to have the reaction on lock on that teleport.
For sure.
So it's not going to be an option for you anymore. So I think this is a much better pick in general because this is the one we've seen Too Easy. Sub-Zero is the character we've seen Too Easy main in overall through most of the tournaments that he's been through. But all right, here we go.
Yeah, starting off some zoning here.
He is using the Dead of Winter variation that has the amplified ice ball and the shoulder charge. Okay. Avoids the back three. Nice little combo there as he gets Bio towards the corner. And Bio switches sides immediately with that back throw. Wake up roll there from Too Easy, and he is now going to get a little combo there. 17%, not too much, but damage is damage.
Especially when you're a zoning character, any damage is great.
That's right. Too Easy trying to look for a punish there. Okay, but there we go. Nicely done with the neutral jump. Goes for the reset and gets the overhead into Fatal Blow, and that's going to get him the first round.
But now he's not gonna have Fatal Blow available for the rest of the round. But hey, if you have the cash, you spend it.
Exactly.
You make sure you spend that cash and guarantee your round.
Yeah, good stuff there from Too Easy. Secures himself the round using that Fatal Blow. And a nice little reset. There we go, the amplified ice ball. Catches him with the jump 3, and that's a full combo punish to 270 damage. Ooh, tries to wake up, doesn't get punished. Forward throw. Ooh, wake up roll.
And I like that because he crosses his position when he wakes up roll like that and gets out of pressure.
Ooh, nicely done there. Oh, but Too Easy does not get the follow-up. And Bio wakes up with the up 2, and that does not work out for him, so that's wasted resource. Bio, oh, nice tech throw there from Too Easy. And the forward 4 connects. There's the fire. Ooh, amplified ice ball does not connect. Using the interactable. And Bio, Kano ball. Too Easy needs one little combo to land. Amplified ice ball. Ooh, Bio lands in time to avoid getting hit by it. Too Easy's trying to make sure he doesn't get hit here, as one little hit will tie things up on the round. Amplify. Oh, no! Great the air Kano ball.
Yeah, that was a great air Kano ball. He was trying to read when the Too Easy was going to throw a fireball, and then he immediately reacted, took that round for him.
Great stuff there from Bio. Able to not crack under pressure and tie things up here as he's now aiming to get himself another win, but Too Easy is going to make sure it's not easy, and an amazing optimal combo there with the crushing blow.
Absolutely, that's a big chunk of damage.
Good stuff from Too Easy. Amplifies that ice ball again. There's a trade. You take that all day long if you're Too Easy, and he cashes out on it with 15%, punishes the wake-up roll. He doesn't have that 1-2-4 string crushing blow anymore, so he's just going to opt to use the shield bash, and the jump in will connect, and that's game number 2 going to Too Easy. Just like we saw last week, both of these players are going tit for tat.
Absolutely. I mean, last week they had just a nail biter.
Yeah. One of the most intense sets of all of the online qualifiers.
It came down to the last Kano ball, really. Yep. And that Kano ball barely tripped him out. It was kind of incredible. So we're seeing Too Easy once again, showing his footing, showing how solid he is. And he may be from Florida, but he's now a Canadian resident. So guys, don't question that.
He has proved he is from Canada, which allows him to compete in the tournament. But all right, here we go. We're gonna get into game number 3 now. And this is a crucial game for either player. If you're Too Easy, obviously you want to keep things going off of what you just did there. You lost the first game playing as Collector. You made the switch and immediately made the right adjustments. And if you're Bio, you're going to have to try and find a way to shut down this Sub-Zero play. And he's done it. He took a round in that last game.
Oh yeah, for sure. And one of the things that Too Easy is doing really well is making sure that his spacing's able to counter a lot of options that Dirtbag Kano can't use against.
Exactly. Yeah, and there we go, a full combo. Nicely done, 30% there. Ooh, and interrupts the ice ball. Oh, nice jump in from Bio. He's gonna get that corner setup, tries to get the fire, and it lands. And he is gonna combo off of it. That is so much damage done just off of that fire pit sitting there. Okay, but there we go, the forward 2 connects.
Yeah, this is his turn to do damage right back to Biohazard. But let's see here. Oh, and the fire hits him.
Fire! Oh my goodness.
And that's what happens when ice meets fire, man. Just melts completely.
That is what happens. That's why Dirtbag, the variation, is so good now.
No, you're trying to describe Biohazard. He is a dirtbag. He's brought fire to the element.
Oh boy. Too Easy's got to get something going here right now, as Bio absolutely has made the correct adjustments, but he gets caught by that ice ball. And the back 1-4-3 connects into the shield bash, or the shoulder bash, I guess you could say. And then there's that air cannonball amplified there from Bio. Back 3-2 lands. Goes for the reset and it doesn't connect, and that's going to give Bio the game as he punishes. Nicely done, and a good reaction on the 50-50 there as Too Easy commits, unfortunately, to that low and gets punished for it.
I mean, the great thing that Bio did in that game to adjust was he made sure that he did not let his foot go from that pedal, man. He just made sure he was aggressive, made sure he closed a lot of space down against
great setups too.
Against Too Easy, and made sure that, hey, you're gonna throw a fireball, I'm gonna make sure I shut that option down very quickly and try to read it as quick as I can. So it's good stuff.
Bio obviously, you know, one of the quickest players just to watch his reactions and everything. He's so quick to the gun to make sure, you know, if there's a gap
his
in that
ability to adapt is really well.
100%.
So good.
100%.
I mean, he is a scumbag grappler player, though. So I mean, grapplers are always good at reading their players. They're
just calling them out here.
They're dirtbags.
Oh boy,
they're so good. They're like, you want to have fun? You want to zone? I don't think so. I'm gonna jump in and grab you. You know.
Oh boy, but all right, here we go. Game number 4 now. This is where Too Easy has got to step it up, otherwise he is going to be heading towards the loser's bracket. Does not punish. It's caught by that forward throw now, as Bio has got things started immediately. Ooh, neutral jump.
Oh, both players are in the neutral.
Nicely done, the standing 1 anti-air, good stuff there. Oh, but Too Easy misses the combo, but catches the follow-up on the amplification there.
And that's what we call ball don't lie, folks. Sometimes you drop your combo, but still hits anyway.
Oh boy, Too Easy was trying to get a little bit of a trade there with the amplified ice ball, and nice punish. Ooh, but didn't have meter to connect that ice ball, and good awareness there from Bio to make sure he's still holding that block button so he didn't get caught by that ice ball.
That's just showing his experience here, Biohazard. But hey,
Nicely done.
Gets thrown.
Too Easy is spending a lot of meter using those amplified ice balls. I understand why he is. Gets caught in the amplified Kano ball. Ooh, activates fatal blow.
The anti-air fatal blows is what?
This is going to be really close. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I believe Bio's going to be just barely on the max defense. No, okay, never mind. That last hit in the fatal blow does it. And Too Easy, by the skin of his teeth, walks away with that round. Again, though, does not have that resource for the rest of the game. There's a forward 4. Overhead connects. And full combo.
There's no punish on that roll. He tried to read it. He tried to do it down 3 to beat that roll, but that's all right. It is now Bao's turn to play the game, and he's going heavy on the offensive here.
And that's what's so good about, I believe, that the Molotov move there from Kano is that he controls the space so well with that. Considering that Sub-Zero wants to be in your face constantly, having that on the field doesn't give you that option, and that's what leads to things like that, where yeah, Sub-Zero wins the trade and gets the ice ball, but he cannot get in to do damage.
Absolutely, when that Molotov's on the floor, you do not run through it, especially if you're a man made of ice.
There we go, there's the acid. Amplifies the Kano ball, and there's the punish from Too Easy, but unable to get anything going. It doesn't matter though, as Bio does the air escape, back throw connects.
Bio's a frugal guy with his meter, man. He's always knowing when to use it, and great command grab here.
Good stuff. Bio with that forward throw, gets that round all tied up. Now he is on match point. Hurricane ball connects as a counter. Ooh, Too Easy, gets the cross up, but doesn't follow up. Wow, commits to the shield bash. Avoids. Oh, does not get the punish. Forward throw connects. Oh, and that's a crushing blow. As I believe there must have been a failed escape.
Yeah, that's one of the conditions to activate that crushing blow.
Oh boy, this is looking real bad if you're Too Easy, but he commits to the second overhead, and now he's gonna get the optimal crushing blow combo. He is right back in this.
Oh no.
Oh, amplified. It's so scary. Oh, the brutality from Biohazard as he takes it.
Yeah, man, that fireball trade takes that round.
Oh boy. I'm not entirely sure that I would like to see the replay. I don't know if Too Easy had meter there. All he needed to do was amplify that ice ball, and potentially he wins the game. That's tough. That's tough if you're Too Easy, but he is not out of it. He will be moving on in the loser side of the bracket, and Biohazard continues to move on in the winner's side, as that was some really great play. But as you can see, it was so interesting to see him pick Collector. I like the choice, as again, Collector
might be a little too early though to pick Collector.
Yeah,
it
might have been a little too early.
Give him another week.
Yeah, probably still need a little more time to find some new tech with the character, as he was just very recently buffed. But I really like the buff that was added to the character. But I mean, the bread and butter for Too Easy was his Sub-Zero. But I mean, great stuff from Bio. Adapting, utilizing the dirtbag variation.
Using that Molotov just to control the space in front of him.
Yep. No, that was amazing stuff there from Biohazard. And I can definitely see why he's going to want to go with this variation going forward, as he controls the space. Absolutely. We saw earlier there as Too Easy lands an ice ball, and he's not able to do anything about it because he's got that fire just standing in front of him. And if he lands in it and gets hit, potentially you see Bio get out of that ice ball and connect to Kano ball or something. That's just good damage.
Yeah,
so
very good damage.
So really good stuff there from Biohazard, utilizing and showcasing some of the new buffs added there for Kano. But still some great play from Too Easy. I think if he stuck with the Sub-Zero from the beginning, we could have seen a bit of a different set.
He would have had a cushion, you know?
Yeah.
But that's all right. Sometimes you got to try new things.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. I believe our next match, if I'm correct, is going to be Honeybee going off against Flux Waves.
Ooh, Flux
That's
Waves.
going to be interesting.
That's Cetrion versus maybe Noob Sideball, maybe Cassie Cage.
Right.
Who knows?
I have a feeling he's going to go with Noob.
Or maybe Devora.
That would be awesome.
Maybe Devora.
I mean, I don't like Devora because she's a bug and it's gross, but
I'm into that. I'm a very
But Honeybee's Devora is really legit. Is really legit. Even before she got some of the buffs that she's gotten, Honeybee with Devora was so solid. So now that she has been upgraded a bit, I could see her picking, or I could see him picking her.
For sure.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I just want to see the Devora pick because I'm a kink guy.
Yeah, and I mean, shout outs as well to Flux Waves, who has been in top 8 every single week.
Every single week, just
All
shows up.
6 weeks of online qualifiers.
He's just throwing rocks at
Fluxwaves has
people.
been top 8.
Great time.
That is unreal. That is amazing. He has been mowing down the competition and making sure he cements himself as one of the best players in Canada right now in MK11.
And definitely one of the best in Montreal, like representing that city very well.
For sure. I mean, the Cetrion play it's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with. She is still so solid. The zoning is still so solid for her character. And that will be an interesting match once we get to it to see. Because I wonder, does Honeybee pick Noob Saibot now? This will be, I think, the first sort of little bit of information to see what Honeybee will do going forward in just future tournaments overall. If he sticks with Noob Saibot, and I believe we're getting into the match right now, so we're about to find out. But if he goes with Noob Saibot, okay. He's picking Devora.
I told you,
just
man.
like you said, you called it.
I told you.
You called it.
Well, I mean, look, last week he picked Devora and he beat Fluxwaves with Devora because they met in losers in week 5, and the Devora pick kind of threw Fluxwaves off. Right. Because let's face it, there's not a lot of Devoras out there.
There isn't. You know, sometimes that is the best way to go into a matchup is picking a character that people don't expect to go into a matchup against. Yeah. You know, when you see a Devora, especially last week, who may have not been the most viable character on the roster, you don't expect to come across them very often, so you don't get prepared for that matchup.
These are 2 dope colorways for the characters.
Yes.
All white Devora.
All right, here we go. Let's see what B is going to do to start things off now as he's getting caught by those air projectiles from Flux.
Yeah, great string there.
Tries to connect the air to air. Avoids the rock. That could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cetrion's game plan, she wants to throw rocks and beams at you. Wants to zone you.
Ooh, nicely done there from Honeybee. Connects the trap and gets the setup, but an immediate air escape. There's the overhead though. Tech throw from Flux. He's really good at that.
For sure, his defense is impeccable.
Interrupts the zoning again. Honeybee now gonna get the full combo as there's no defensive meter and gets the restand. Catches this reset. He is getting so much damage here right now. Utilizing some of the buffs added for Devora. Nice tech throw again there though, and a down 2 anti-air from Flux as he keeps himself in this game. Amazing stuff. Trapped in the corner but doesn't crack under pressure. No punish there from Honeybee. And there's the back throw. Is that gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Flux gets that first round, although it seemed to be almost an onslaught from Honeybee. He still loses that round as there was some patient play from Fluxwaves. Flux trying to go for the air projectile, gets countered.
Wants to interrupt, wants to establish some space, some real estate between him and Devora here. He does not want that bug infestation to come towards him.
That's right. Ooh, the geysers connect. And there's that additional damage. That is, I believe, an additional buff that Cetrion got, where you can time those hits and get additional damage out of the geysers because of it. Ooh, but there's that interrupt. Nicely done. Honeybee has really been getting good callouts on that. Does not to go for the restand. Instead, just goes for a little combo there as he expects the air escape, who unfortunately gets switched on the sides, but he's still in control. Connects the back throw. Now Honeybee has got the corner. What is he going to do with it? Keeping it safe. Nicely done. The neutral jump punish. Honeybee taking advantage as Devora has one of the best jump ones in the game. Gets the restand, tries to go for the low jab, or the low kick, and there's a back throw from Flux. Flux trying to walk away with the win on this. And he's almost there. The cross up. Oh. No more defensive meter for Honeybee, and he gets caught.
That fire beam takes him out.
My goodness, really great play there from Flux. That is just great methodical play. Doesn't crack under pressure. Honeybee was in his face, and especially when Honeybee had that corner and had the restand, you thought it was danger for Flux, but no, he keeps it under control, blocks that low, and finds his way out of the corner. Great stuff from Flux there, being as consistent as always.
But if I was Fluxwaves, I'd still be very alarmed at how easily Honeybee was able to close the distance down.
Right.
You know? So I hope he kind of sticks with, I hope he sticks with the Devora pick, because he was still playing really solid with the character, and hey, you know, just first time out with the character, gotta adjust to it, especially to high level play. We're gonna see how Devora can, this newly buffed Devora.
Right. No, I definitely agree. I think Honeybee should be sticking with Devora here. I think he played just fine in that last match. It was down to the wire.
At each round.
Exactly. So if, you know, if he just makes some of those minor adjustments that he needs to, he'll be good to go.
For sure.
So let's see how this second game goes here for Honeybee as we start things off. There's that wall, and nicely done. That trap It works out real successfully for Honeybee. An immediate air escape there from Flux.
Yeah, he's trying to aim to make sure those fireflies are infecting the Cetrion.
Ooh, good flawless block there from Honeybee. Avoids the chip damage. That's smart little tech like that, where that little bit of chip damage that could have been from that rock, from that projectile, could be what saves you here. Ooh, and Honeybee was trying to go for the flawless block there on the wall to try and get the punish, but gets hit by it, unfortunately. Good pressure here from the B. And he connects the jump one, the air-to-air connects. There's the restand.
Yep, and the infection. And this is what happens. You have to be aware of getting forward throw when you have fireflies on you, because, hey, you might get a crushing blow.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you got to watch out for that. Honeybee definitely has that ready and set up now, as that is one of the new buffed things for D'Vorah, is she has a forward throw crushing blow available to her when those fireflies are floating around your opponent. There's a back throw there from Flux, as he right now has the life lead. Amplifies the air projectile, amplifies it again and catches it that time. There's the geysers. Honeybee has enough defensive meter to take some last hits. Ooh, connects. There's a punish. Is he gonna go for the fatal blow? No, he's just gonna go for the damage. No air escape.
Wow.
Oh, I believe actually Flux didn't have defensive meter to air escape, so that's right. Good full combo there from Honeybee. I mixed up the defensive meter there. That's my bad. That came down to the wire, but there's the punish. Crushing blow there from Flux.
A great air escape there by Honeybee, making sure that he doesn't take too much damage and can still close the distance here when Fluxwave decides his own match.
Those fireflies still attached to Cetrion. Ooh, Honeybee tried to get the trap going, but it did not work out. Instead, gets the resend, goes for the low, doesn't work out. Honeybee getting some good hits in, keeping it safe. Oh, nicely done. Interrupts the air projectile, gets the restand once again.
Wow, great punish on the roll here. Oh, puts it down to 2 anti-air, and here's the forward throw.
Honeybee just needs one little hit to try and get something going, to get caught by another forward throw, though, and Fluxwaves has tied things up here. Still had those fireflies floating around him, though.
The infestation is so strong.
Oh, Honeybee goes for the low, almost connects the combo off of that. That would have been really nice.
Well, yeah, this is Flux's game plan. He just wants to zone you out and make sure you do not get close to him.
Great punish there, though, from Honeybee, as he recognizes he is not going to get caught there from the geysers. Nice down 2 there from Flux. Honeybee again trying to flawless block that string, but it doesn't connect, and he gets hit by it, unfortunately, as now Flux has the opportunity to connect a combo. There's an air escape there from Honeybee. Gets caught by the air projectile. He's got no defensive meter to eat up, and he gets caught again. And Flux is now up 2-0 in this set. This may be here where we see Honeybee potentially switch characters.
Yeah. It's either, I mean, down to Noob Saibot or Cassie.
Yeah,
that was looking rough.
That was looking really rough.
I think we should not have suggested to stick with D'Vorah there. That was
commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse indeed.
Just like we can no longer guess who's gonna win a match.
We never could.
No more of that. No more of that. Okay, so here we go. We're going into game 3 now. Fluxwaves is up 2-0 in this set, playing extremely well with Cetrion, and Honeybee looking like he's just gonna stick with the D'Vorah pick.
You know what? Sticking with his guns. He's probably, I don't know. He's sticking.
He's
with
locked
his guns.
in now.
Yeah.
He's locked in now.
He's got to make the 3-0 comeback. Right.
If he starts winning games, he's got no option to change. He's stuck with D'Vorah for the rest of the set. So let's see how this goes. Is it going to be a quick 3-0 from Fluxwaves, or is Honeybee going to get the run back here and potentially reverse 3-0? Let's see how this goes. He has been playing well.
Yeah.
It's just that Fluxwaves is so consistent.
Right. Once again, another challenge for LeBron James. They paid Honeybee to climb another 3-0 deficit.
Oh, there we go. The low connects. Oh, nicely done. Oh my goodness. Fluxwave just keeping Honeybee in check right now. Honeybee trying to get some of those fireflies to connect so that he has that crushing blow on deck.
Yeah, it's looking like a struggle here.
Ooh, Geyser works out on the second hit.
Yeah, Fluxwave is trying to squish the bug.
Okay, there we go. Nice reaction there from Honeybee. Gets the punish. Ooh, doesn't get the restand though, that's unfortunate. And those air projectiles, all that damage is adding up. One more defensive bar to avoid chip, but no, he's just gonna get punished as he goes for that spider trap, and it does not work out.
Yeah, this is looking rough. The zoning and defense of Flux Phase is looking a little too strong right now.
Absolutely. Fluxwave just keeps knocking Honeybee back, but nicely done there. Honeybee gets the punish that time on the projectile. There's an air escape from Flux.
Yeah, Honeybee's doing a great job reading when the fireballs do come and reacting rightfully so, but the conversions are kind of looking a little weak.
Conversions are tough, and he's obviously not getting a ton of damage as he is going for the restand, but still, he's going to get the corner carry now and the restand. Good stuff there from Honeybee as he's trying to keep the pressure up. Goes for the jump 3. Keeping the pressure, keeping it safe. Neutral jump. Honeybee just trying to maintain this corner, but as I say that, Fluxwaves teleports out of it right away.
Yeah, and now he has to play the whole game of Mario again, jumping over fireballs.
That's right, but Fluxwave sends himself right back into the corner with that wake-up roll. So now Honeybee has the position and connects another projectile. So he's got some fireflies attached.
Yeah, he's got the infestation ready to go.
Keeping it safe. Ooh, the air-to-air connects. No combo, though. Try to wake up, gets punished for it. Geysers don't connect. Ooh, Flux connects that string. Now we're in the range where a Fatal Blow will do it. Speaking of, Honeybee activated it there and didn't connect, unfortunately, and gets caught by the Geysers, amplified into the Fatal Blow, and Flux walks away with the quick 3-0. Amazing defensive game there from Flux, and he just kept control.
Yeah, the zoning, the awareness on the spacing. Every time his back was against the corner, he was always plotting a way to get out and create more space for him.
Yeah.
Fluxwaves is doing an excellent job with his zoning. But you know what? Like, I appreciate Tim trying to stick it out with Deborah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I respect that as well. But now, we are in Winterside still.
Yes.
So he's not knocked out of the tournament.
No, and he's safe. He still makes it. Yeah.
Right. Now you gotta start reevaluating here. You gotta start looking back at the play and figure out what you're gonna do here to adjust against some of the other opponents that you're gonna face. Honeybee said it's important. He's still got to accumulate some points here. He's still got to make sure, and just as we mentioned at the top of the show, even though you may guarantee your spot in top 8, seeding is important.
Yes, seeding is always important.
So you want to have a good position. You want to have a good spot in that top 8, as well as just making it. So that's what Honeybee's got to be wary of in the rest of this tournament, in the rest of this top 8 here. But amazing play from Fluxwaves. I still seriously can't believe how consistently this guy has been playing. Every week, he's made top 8.
Yeah, he's a very talented fighting game player.
Yeah.
Showing his prowess not only in Street Fighter, but now in Mortal Kombat, week in, week out, throughout these 6 weeks. He's been the most consistent variable.
Yes.
He's been there with Setron, throwing rocks at people, making sure that...
all day long.
All day long, making sure that each time you try to close that space, another rock in your face.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's been really, really good play from him. And I can't believe that even after the balance patch, even after the game gets this huge shakeup, he's still looking like the same old Fluxwaves that we've seen for the past couple of weeks.
I mean, will Setron really change that much?
She wasn't. She didn't get a major adjustment. Yeah. Not like some of the other characters on the roster.
The most significant adjustment she had was just that crushing blow on the end of that rock.
Right. So. And then, of course, she also has the adjustment on the geyser where you can get a little more damage out of it, which is pretty good.
Yeah, especially when you time it. Yeah.
So, great stuff there from Fluxwaves. Keeps it consistent like he has always, and he moves on in this top 8. And Honeybee, unfortunately, knocked into the loser side of the bracket, but he's not out of it.
Of course.
We're gonna see more of him really soon.
Yeah.
But all right, I believe we're gonna go to a break here real shortly. Don't go anywhere though. Some more Northern Arena Mortal Kombat Clash action is coming your way, so stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. I'm Drew Face, and this is my homie
Caboose.
And bro, we have some crazy action this week.
Yes, some crazy action so far.
The last week of Mortal Kombat Clash.
Yeah, this is the last week, but let's take a look. We got our bracket ready so far from what we've seen. So as you can see, Biohazard moves on as well as Fluxwave, so we're going to see that matchup here really soon. And then Honeybee knocked into that loser's bracket, but our next match is going to be Shujinkydink facing off against another Cetrion player who has been fairly consistent, but has missed out for the last 2 weeks, Fiffle.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting.
Yeah, Fiffle, once again, another Cetrion player. A little bit about Fiffle. Fiffle used to play Street Fighter 5 Season 1. Used to play Street Fighter 4, and now he's trying his hand at Mortal Kombat. He's having a lot of success with it. He's having a lot of fun, especially with Cetrion, and I'm glad to see him do so well.
Yeah, he has definitely accumulated a lot of points himself, as he has. Like before the last 2 weeks, he was making top 8 pretty consistently. He was playing really well with Cetrion. Sure. We saw some very, I guess, intense Cetrion mirror matches between him and Flux Waves. Yeah, so I mean, if Trat has not had enough of Cetrion, well, you're going to see a lot more of her throughout this top 8. And that, like, so Dink, this is his first week in.
Yeah.
And I saw him tweet too. He said, you know, honestly, I wish that I could have made it the previous weeks because he was having a lot of fun. But here he is playing spoiler.
Yeah, he's trying to win the bracket for somebody. He's like, hey, you want those points? They're mine now, baby. They're mine now.
Yeah. I mean, it will be interesting to see nonetheless, because right now what he could do is knock out Fiffle from the tournament and move forward, even though if he places first this week, it's not going to be enough points to get him into top 8. Yeah. So this is a crazy matchup we're gonna see here. Yeah. This is really interesting, and this was kind of like the wild card of it all that you'd like to see in an online qualifier like this. You know, your players like a 2easy or like a Shujinkydink that come in who don't necessarily they're not gonna really accumulate enough points to make top 8.
But they're killers.
Yeah,
they're there. They're ready to beat all your players, man.
So yeah, this will be a really interesting matchup to see, and I wonder who Dink is gonna play. I wonder who he's gonna play as, especially post patch. Who he's going to be picking. But all right, let's see. We're going to find out in a second here as we go to this character select screen.
And they pick Cetrion, and look at that. We have a Cetrion mirror.
Look at that.
My man. This is we're in for a long one, baby.
Oh, boy.
But you know what? That's the thing. Zoning can be technical. It's not spamming, man.
Yes.
I
can't emphasize it enough.
Zoning is fun. I love zoning.
Zoning is 100% a strategy. There is a lot of thought that goes into zoning. And as we say this, things are kicking off right away. I believe the purple looking Cetrion is Shujinkydink.
Yes.
Where the more green and blue looking Cetrion is Fiffle.
And I do enjoy that purple color.
It is pretty dope.
Purple rain, baby.
Yep.
That was the prince.
And right now Dink is all over Fiffle and has the corner advantage and playing a rush down Cetrion, which you don't really see too often, but Fiffle counters and gets the corner himself now.
Yeah, now he's going to establish his game plan of zone and his game plan of pace and space.
And both of these players are playing two different variations of Cetrion. Nice teleport punish there from Fiffle. As you can see, his variation seems to be working out for him in those areas, but Dink is still very much in control with those ground pounds. There's the air projectile as it connects for Dink, and he gets that first round.
Yeah, he gets that first round with awesome pressure, and then manages to kind of zone him out just a little bit, but man, he's got to be a little careful because now that Fiffle knows his pace and the rhythms, he's going to adapt to that.
Right, one thing that was really interesting to note about that first round as well, when we saw that Fiffle had gotten the side switch and he had the corner advantage himself, he played a very different game than what we saw there from Shujinkydink when he did the very same thing. He was just backing off immediately, went for the zoning game, whereas Dink was applying the pressure, playing super rush down. So let's see if Fiffle is going to be able to adjust here as he connects that back throw. There was an escape fail from Dink.
Yeah, Dink kind of just showing that, hey, he can zone too, but he's using his zoning to close the space down as opposed to Fiffle, who's making space when he zones.
That's right. There's that ground pound. Gets punished. Good stuff there from Fiffle as he is now going to carry Dink all the way to the corner, but doesn't connect the combo. Still getting good damage, and that forward throw should be enough to tie things up here.
My patience runs
out. And once again, Fiffle, just once he creates that space, that zoning is tough to deal with.
It is very tough to deal with. Even if you're Cetrion yourself, it is tough to deal with.
Absolutely.
Ooh, cancels the ground pound there. Ooh, tries to get that crushing blow. That would have been really scary for Fiffle. Nice interrupt with the rock wall. Air projectile still being sent out. There we go. Counters. Times the hits. Gets just about 10% and trades there with the rock. Fiffle in control. Connects the geysers.
Teleport is having a rough time right now.
Good stuff there from Fiffle. Right now, Fiffle in full control. He is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, but this is where you don't want to be as Fiffle. With Shujinkydink, just on the offensive. Yeah, you want to make some space between you and Shujinkydink.
Oh boy, throws out the fatal blow, gets punished for it there with the geysers. Now, Dink, because it was on block, will get it back, but not in enough time as the geysers connect. Normally, that would not have done enough damage to finish the game.
But they buffed it.
But they buffed it.
But they definitely buffed it.
So it's tiny little adjustments like that that may seem insignificant for Cetrion, but a tiny little adjustment like that is the make or break between either sending Dink on that magic pixel or just winning the game altogether.
Yeah.
So a great first game there from Fiffle. And now we're going to go back to the character select screen. Are we going to see, does Dink switch off? Does he just stick with the Cetrion? I think he's probably going to stick with the Cetrion because he still was playing really solid there. And yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. He's just going to stick with the Cetrion play. I do like what he had there.
Yeah.
I do like what Dink was going for. Nice rush down, keeping everything safe, just being in your opponent's face, which is something that can be a little uncomfortable for Cetrion because she wants that full screen.
Yeah, she might not be able to deal with pressure as well. Like I said, rising geysers are not that good of a wake up. And let's face it, like you still need the zone to get those crushing blows.
Yep. All right, here we go. Game 2, starting things off now. This Fiffle is up 1-0 in this set. And he immediately kicks things off. Hasn't been hit yet. Gets the full combo punish. And there's a nice 27%. Trades on the ground slam. Oh, gets the crushing blow off of the anti-air.
Yeah, this is looking rough for Shujinkydink. His rushdown game plan is not working out for him.
Not at all. And right now, this looks like it is all Fiffle's round to win. However, only a real master, as they would say. Could Dink make the comeback? I don't know. It would be the ultimate mountain to climb, but he is slowly but surely climbing it. Cancels the ground pound, gets caught though by the down one, and that's going to be the round going to Fiffle. Looked a little dangerous for a moment, but Fiffle keeps it under control.
But you know what? Shujinkydink has the corner though. I think he could take this round if he chooses his plays his cards right. As I say that he chooses his cards wrong.
The commentator's curse in full effect is just as you say that. Fiffle switches sides and now has the full screen to work with on the zoning game here. Tries to connect the geysers. Oh, teleports to get the punish, and it does connect, and he's going to dash in to get the side switch. Great stuff there from Fiffle. Tech throw from Dink.
Yeah, that's what happens when you pick Force of Nature. You have more pressure tools, but you don't have the ability to teleport.
Right.
And so when you're in the Cetrion mirror, that teleport might be very important.
Exactly.
You gotta get around the fire.
Exactly. You're 100% right. And there's that teleport once again. An immediate air escape there from Dink, but gets caught by the cross up. Oh, and the crushing blow off of the neutral duck. No more defensive meter to escape from this one. Is this going to be enough to end the game? Just barely 40% there. And the rock wall will do it, and that's going to put Fiffle up 2-0 in this set. A nice 40% crushing blow combo. Great stuff from Fiffle.
Great zoning, great ability to shimmy him. He's just playing all his cards.
We're seeing Cetrion combos.
Yeah, we see Cetrion combos. You know what? There wasn't much zoning as I expected in this matchup. It's just like one guy trying to zone, the other guy trying to play
a lot of neutral.
Yeah, but a lot of neutral play and a lot of excellent neutral play.
Now this becomes do or die for Dink. This is a great, comfortable position if you're Fiffle.
Yes.
You knock out Dink. He doesn't have to play spoiler against anyone else in this tournament, but could Dink make the comeback? I don't know. He is sitting. He is just waiting. Who is he going to pick? I'm not entirely sure.
We'll find out.
And he goes to Shang.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My boy Carry, yo.
So Shang, carry to Gawa. That's what's up.
That's what's up, babe.
So Shang is still super solid. He is still super solid and a very viable character.
Very viable.
But his damage did get reduced a bit.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Right. I think the damage on the corpse drop a little bit adjusted.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that move was broken. Not broken, but like very damaged. Very damaged.
Very high damage.
Nothing is really broken, but that was very it needed adjustment.
Yeah, definitely. But still, adjustment or not, it looks like Fiffle is keeping himself in control, and there's that forward 4, keeping it plus. Oh, okay, I believe actually we're seeing the Spellmaster variation from Dink here. Something you don't see very often. But those guys just connect for Fiffle, and he's gonna get the teleport. Air escape there from Dink.
Hey, you don't wanna eat that damage.
Forward throw, good stuff there from Fiffle as he carries Dink all the way towards the corner. But as I say that, he just backs up immediately. Soul Steal. This actually works out as we just saw Dink playing as Cetrion. Connects the back throw. And he's shapeshifted back.
And that's interesting. You play the mirror match, and then you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna play Shang. I know your character too.
Ooh, but there we go. That is gonna get Fiffle the round, and now he is on match point. Very convincingly so right now.
Yeah, he's playing out like really, really well. I wouldn't say out of his mind because this is standard zoning from him.
Ooh, neutral ducks the forward four. It is so dangerous to throw it out there, but an amazing call out there from Fiffle, expecting it. It is a high, so you gotta watch out for that.
Man, you're so good, man.
Fiffle.
Fiffle, my man.
Oh, and there's another crushing blow.
You're gonna eat that rock for days, baby.
With the air projectile, and Dink not looking too good here. Fiffle in control.
Back to the crypt you go, Kenny.
And that's the game. An amazing set for Fiffle, making all the right reads, having all the right reactions, and capitalizing, getting the good amount of damage that he can with Cetrion there. That was an amazing play.
Yeah, speaking of Cetrion, the zoning was on point. Don't mess with the avatar, because she's going to throw all the elements of nature at you, right? Amazing play by Fiffle, man.
Yeah.
His neutral, super strong. His ability to time his shimmies, excellent. And let's face it, that call out at the end with the down two.
That was ridiculous.
What a god.
That was ridiculous.
What a god.
That's why the forward four from Shang, it can be really risky. If you land it, if your opponent's blocking low, then you're good to go. You have good advantage. They have to respect your frames.
Yeah.
Down one, a throw, whatever you might want to do as a follow-up with Shang gets you good damage, but it is still a high. You can neutral duck it if you make the right call out, and that's exactly what Fiffle did. An amazing stuff there to immediately go for that down two crushing blow. And then he follows up too with another down two as he knows that air escape is coming. There's just great knowledge all around there from Fiffle, whether it was the Cetrion mirror or this character switch facing off against Shang Tsung. Some really, really good stuff. I can't wait to see more of him in this tournament now as he's going to be moving on. And I mean, a nice little comeback for him as well as he was missing.
Yeah, he was.
The last 2 weeks.
He was missing from 2 weeks, but I think he was in a really cushy position. But like I said, like you said earlier, hey, seeding is very important. You want to make sure you have a good path for yourself to get that spot because let's face it, there's only one spot for Canadians to make it to that final combat.
Exactly. Exactly. And just as we've been trying to emphasize throughout this entire 6 weeks of online qualifiers, the reason that this tournament is so important for some of these Canadian players is because, yes, your Biohazards, your Honeybees, they travel, they go to the major events, right? And they you know, because they're going to their Evos and stuff, they're accumulating points in the pro competition to make it potentially to final combat, even without Northern Arena.
Yeah.
But someone like a D2 Stabs, or someone like a Sounds Like Pause, or a Fiffle, or a Flux Waves, they might not have that opportunity where they can find it going through this Northern Arena tournament.
For sure, like they might not have the same visibility as the players you mentioned.
Exactly.
Right? But you know what? This is why we have this tournament. We get to showcase some excellent high-level talent in Canada that sponsors can see and pick up and maybe help them out, or we can give them that platform to get them to final combat, to showcase that skill on a world stage.
I agree. Yeah. I believe we're going to get into our next match shortly, and yeah, that's so Shujinkydink out of the tournament now.
Absolutely. No more spoilers, baby.
No more spoilers. He does not get the opportunity to potentially shut down some people's top 8 this week.
No.
But Fiffle moves on.
Yeah, Fiffle moves on.
So great stuff there. Great stuff there from him.
Excellent play.
Yeah. And I mean, I wonder now if he continues to move on in this bracket, do we end up seeing the Fluxwave Fiffle mirror again?
The classic?
I mean, it depends. Obviously, Fluxwaves have to get knocked into the losers bracket, but that is the classic. So let's see if that does happen. Then obviously again as well, we have Honeybee in that losers bracket, seeing what he's going to be able to do to keep himself alive.
Revenge. You know he's seeking revenge.
For sure. If there's anyone who's going to be able to keep himself alive in the losers bracket, it's Honeybee. You know, he is down but not out for sure. You know, I mean, he's still got his Devora, he's still got his Noob Saibot. I don't know if he's going to pull it out, but if he wants to, that is an option for him available. As Noob Saibot now, from what everyone is saying, has 2 good variations.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
That's 1 more than he had last time.
That's a great observation.
I'm so smart.
Oh boy. All right. So we're just waiting to get into our next match, but it is going to be Lego Help facing off against
Army.
D2 Stabs. So Stabs has had an incredible 2 weeks.
Yeah. He came in, he said, "What's up, baby?"
Yeah.
Gets like what? 2nd place once, beats Biohazard.
Right.
First time.
Right.
It's crazy.
So 2
Takes
weeks
out
ago,
a bunch of names like what he wants to.
2 weeks
Ridiculous
ago,
dude.
he has the ultimate comeback with a Shang Tsung. getting the reset bracket on Biohazard after being down 2-0.
Yeah.
Then 3-0ing Biohazard in the reset bracket 2 weeks ago to win, I believe, what was it, week 4?
Week 4, yeah.
Of the online qualifiers. Then last week, Bio was like, nah. I'm getting the run back this time.
I'm the anime protagonist.
He's got the
week,
anime
baby.
storyline going, and he does the exact same thing, coming from loser's bracket, resetting it against Stabs, and then winning. But Stabs plays first 1 week, second the other. He is a serious contender in this tournament.
Let's not forget, he also plays second to Winter Wars in week 3 as well.
Right, that's right. So Stabs has been
Week 2, sorry.
really, really great here. And here is a character who he was playing from the start.
Yeah, week 2.
This is the character, this is the character we saw him playing from week 2, Frost. And we got Lego help here, who was playing with Geras. Now, Geras did get some adjustments as well. Geras got a bit of a nerf, but I think he got the right nerf. You know, with Sand Trap, the crushing blow is not nearly as easy to do anymore.
But let's talk about Frost. Frost got buffed, dude. Frost's headbutt move is now 8 frames faster, dude.
Frost is very solid now, and we can definitely see that immediately as starting things off is Stab. Gets that forward throw to connect and keeps Lego in the corner there. Lego's using the Infinite Warden variation of Geras, which is the one with the Sand Trap that was very recently nerfed. And there's a back throw from Lego as he's now going to switch sides himself. Goes for the down 4. Gets caught by the back 1-2 into the micro burst. Ooh, but no follow-up, and the throw gets neutral duck. Ooh, but no follow-up there from Lego. That's unfortunate. I wonder if he was waiting for an air escape and just decided not to commit to a combo. But there's a throw.
Good read on the roll there. And now Jared.
The projectiles. Oh, that connects. That's going to be a crushing blow.
That's
33%. Lego's still in this, but he's got to hope he wins this round, so that's not a wasted
the block
resource. The flawless block.
So strong. So good.
Ridiculous stuff there
The
from
Lego
Lego.
army, the Lego army's in full harmony right now. They're hyped.
For sure. Ooh, nice stuff from Stabs. A back 2-2 into the spin. Wake up roll from Lego. He's going to get a punish here. Put an air escape there from Stabs. Lego still got that corner. Ooh, opted to go for the Sand Trap. Risky business as it is punishable, and he did get blown up for it.
That's all right. Shouts to the head. That head move is so good.
Toss that head. There you go. Keeps it very safe. Good stuff, though, there from Lego as he connects the forward 2-1-2 into the grab and switches sides. Lego trading on the down 4. Stabs just keeping it real safe right now. Ooh, Lego gets caught by that projectile, and there we go. Oh no! Doesn't have the immunity in effect, and now he's just getting caught by these trades. This is unfortunate damage. And the amplified projectile there from Stabs. Ooh, the fatal blow. And that's going to be a crushing blow to end the game. Nicely done. The cross up and the commit from Stabs is his detriment as Lego goes up 1-0 in this series.
Man, that process was looking pretty good, but hey, Lego's not bad, man.
Lego,
Lego's getting better as a player week in and week out.
Lego's been the underdog of the online qualifiers.
He's my dark horse, man.
Exactly.
I always cheer for him.
Exactly.
Every NRS Ram
Me
Bat
too.
season,
Me
I
too.
always cheer for him.
Gorilla Grodd and Injustice 2.
Yeah, what a goon.
Yeah, moving into his Geras play here that we've seen. I mean, he is such a solid player, and I think what's so important about Lego, for those who might not know, if you follow him on Twitter, you can. He knows and is so aware how to utilize flawless block.
Yeah.
And that is what separates the men from the boys in Mortal Kombat 11. Flawless blocking is the tech.
Yes.
Once you start to get used to it, we've seen a lot of it from Biohazard as well. You know, he's mentioned on Twitter, he said, if you get jumped in a lot again when you're playing as Kano, you just got to start to learn a flawless block so they don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
and that's so important.
Yeah, because you get to check their strings, right? Yeah. You get to make them scared and doubt themselves. But speaking of doubt themselves, let's go to game 2 of this match.
Oh, nice anti-air there with a down 3 from Stabs, but he doesn't connect the combo to follow up. Tries to get the anti-air, but he uses the wrong range on that projectile. Next to back 2. Wake up roll there from Lego. Kind of a wasted resource, but it's all good.
It's all good. You make it back, baby. You make it back. You spend that cash, you make it back.
Good hit confirmed from the down 4 into the Sand Trap there from Lego. Lego playing really patient here. Nicely done. Connects the combo off of that jump 3. And he's gonna bet both bar to get the additional damage. Oh, but doesn't get it all, but still. 40% is 40%.
Great roll there. Gets that punish on that slide.
Blow, that's just barely enough.
My man's a savage right now.
A wake up there from Stabs, and that down jab will do it.
Let's see. Here's the thing about Lego. Lego's position in the leaderboards, he's kind of in the fringe position. He needs to make it further in the bracket to secure his position in this top 8. And he is showing that he wants those points badly.
Definitely. And I mean, this would be huge if he takes out Stabs, because they are in the loser side of the bracket here. So if Stabs loses, he's out of the tournament for this final week, which can give Lego the opportunity to, you know, make his way through the top 8 and potentially get himself a ton of points this week. But a nice little standing reset there from Stabs. Stabs saying it's not going to be too easy to do that just yet. An amazing anti-air. Good stuff, keeping Lego in check, but Lego gets the cross-up jump down too. And he's going to spend both his bar.
Yeah, he activated the click remote, and now he's going to get that damage.
And he gets the full combo off of it. Oh, but the standing one anti-air. Watch the skies. Good stuff there from Stabs, as I believe he is going to go for the optimal to get the damage. Yes, indeed, 30%, and that's the round, tying things up here.
Yeah, he burns that meter. He gets that optimal damage there, secures that round for him, and he says, you know what, Stab? You know what, Lego? Nah.
It ain't going to be easy.
Ain't going to be easy, baby. I don't got Shang this week, but I got Frost, and she's still hella good.
Yep, but gets the crossover. Good stuff from Lego there, and there's the air escape. Nicely done there from Lego as well, not committing to the forward 2-1-2 so that he doesn't put himself in a punishable position on wake up from Stabs as he connects the 1-1-1, 1+3. Tries to go for the forward 2-2. Gets caught by a throw counter. Stabs could make a really huge comeback here. Don't count him out just yet.
Wow, that anti-air once again caught him jumping. And that's the thing. Stab is so aware of your neutral. Oh, he tried to anti-air once again.
That anti-air, yep. Blocks the overhead. Lego was looking to end it right then and there.
Oh no, this is dangerous.
Conversion. I think one little hit confirm into a fadeable could potentially do it for Stabs. He's just got to find that hit confirm. It's so close. Oh, there it is. And he gets it, and that's going to be the game. Stabs ties things up 1-1 in a very intense scramble at the very end of that match there.
Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking if you're Lego health, but how you recover from that little scramble at the end, that's what's going to determine your growth as a player. Are you mentally strong to handle that?
Mental toughness.
Yeah.
It's important.
The mental toughness is important because, hey, you worked so hard and you almost got it, but you didn't get it, right? And
we're still only 1-1 into the set.
Yeah.
Lego should not be freaking out just yet. He had a great 2 rounds there. It came down to the wire at the very end, and the back 1-2 into the fatal blow, connecting for Stabs to get him that win. So it's great stuff from Stabs. It's great adjustment, but Lego still played really solid throughout that entire set, or throughout that entire match. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's just going to stick with Garrus here. I don't see him switching characters. He's just going to stick with Garrus. Like I said, Garrus is still really, really solid.
Yeah.
He did get nerfed, and I think he just got the proper adjustments that the character needed, as well as other characters getting the buffs that they needed to kind of bring them up on the tier list, essentially, to match them against Garrus,
I believe they took away one of his crushing blows.
Yeah, so a Sand Trap crushing blow is not nearly as easy to perform as it used to be. So he's losing that one, where he used to have that available. But besides that, he's still pretty solid.
Yeah, he's still really solid.
Nicely done anti-air there from Stabs. He's been really consistent with that through this entire set so far. Forward 2-2. Stabs keeping it safe. We'll try to go for that anti-air once again. And that anti-air attempt is now starting to get him punished. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Lego is starting to adjust to the spacing of that down 3, I believe. And he's going to try to get over that hitbox and then jump and body blast you.
Yes, exactly. Because if you're Lego, you know, like, hey, I've been getting caught by this a lot. I got to be careful on my jump-ins, but just as I say that. Good stuff there from Stabs. Nice forward throw. He's going to maintain this corner positioning. And there's a good meaty.
Very good meaty. That Beyblade is so plus.
Down 3, cancels into the microburst and gets the round. Good stuff there from Stabs. Now he's looking to go up 2-1 in this set. This is the part where Lego's got to figure something out here. His jump-ins aren't working as well. His 50-50s aren't working as well. His cross-ups aren't working as well. So what's the adjustment here if you're Lego?
You gotta play the ground game sometimes.
Nicely done from Stabs. He keeps himself safe and uses that pressure to connect that down 3. Stabs not getting any hits in there, but he's still maintaining that corner. However, Lego connects the back throw to switch sides here, but oh my goodness. Just stay out of the skies. Stabs is not allowing you to jump at all. The reaction time is ridiculous.
And my man's waking up one, he's like, you're just gonna jump. Catches him.
My goodness, my goodness.
And another
oh
one,
my
another
goodness.
one.
Just stop jumping. Oh, nice punish there though from Lego. And he connects right away into the fatal blow. I agree with the usage of this. It's going to be a good chunk of damage, and it's potentially going to put yourself in a position where one good combo will win you the round. However, Stabs also has fatal blow and has one of the best fatal blow activations in the game, and an immediate punish there from Stabs as he takes game 3 now, and he goes up 2-1 in this set. Okay. I mean, it's awesome to watch Stabs play. The reaction times are ridiculous there.
Yeah.
There was not a moment that Lego could jump in.
No.
He couldn't cross up.
I mean,
couldn't jump in. A few.
Yeah, a few. Not.
But
90% accuracy is still impressive.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you're Lego, you got to figure out a different game plan besides jumping in and doing the body splash.
I mean, sometimes when you're so scared or so nervous on the neutral, you're gonna jump a lot. And I feel like
I do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's happening, right? But a way to calm yourself is, hey, take a deep breath, slow down a little bit, stay on the ground, and then try to read and pick up more timings after that.
Right.
And that's
figure out when it's your turn to press buttons. That's so key here.
And like maybe if you're like Garrett and you have to inch your way in to close the space, try to do a little bit more of that. But I mean, we're not the experts here. The guys who are playing are experts. They're in a much more high pressure situation.
Right. A lot of that stuff comes into play.
Yeah.
Ooh, there was a flawless block there. That's valuable information if you're Lego Home. The fact that he flawless blocks that right there is valuable information, because now he can potentially be ready to get a flawless block up 2. Gets caught on the air there, yep.
Yeah, once again, those guys are being protected, but I like that get up punch there.
Good wake up, and right now, see, in a normal situation, you might have seen Lego try to go for that cross up right there. He gets it this time though.
And Garrett can kind of, this is still workable. He can still work with this.
Definitely. Ooh, okay, I think he's trying to go for a flawless block there. I think Lego is trying to go for a flawless block in that string, and that's why he got hit. And he might be able to figure out that tech, and if he does, then maybe he can make the comeback. But as of right now, Stabs is on match point.
Doing that air gets that conversion off that air. Frost is controlling the space in front of him, so Stabs is making sure that Lego can't get in on him. Oh, as he
doesn't get the follow-up. Nice up to wake up to shut down the attack from Stabs. And Lego not able to get a full conversion, but 26% is still solid. Ooh, gets caught by that jump in. Great conversions there from Stabs to cash out on that damage. It's all starting to add up. That forward throw connects. Stabs has the corner. This may be it. There's the anti-air, but he doesn't convert. Keeps it safe though. Oh, the forward throw punish. Magic pixel for Lego, and nicely done. The meaty from Stabs amplifies to shut down all the defensive meter to avoid chip and gets the chip damage kill. Stabs walks away with this set 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, Lego's looking good really early on, but unfortunately, Stabs is no slouch. He adapts, he picks up on your timing, he zones you out, he controls his
Didn't even need
space.
Shang.
Yeah, didn't even to use Shang. Right?
That's what's so important to note there, right? In the last 2 weeks when we've seen him perform, it was with Shang Tsung.
Yes.
And no Shang there in sight. Just used that Frost against Garrus and was able to just maintain control. Great stuff there. You can see he was getting those resets, but I mean, still really good play from Lego. Like, I don't want to discredit him, but it was the reaction times. Those anti-airs, getting that little bit of damage bit by bit constantly.
That nooch.
Yeah, it all adds up in the end. You know, when you got 20% of your life bar taken away every single time you jump in, next thing you know, your entire health bar is erased. And that's what Stabs did to Lego here with those anti-airs. It was really good stuff.
It was like compound interest on neutral.
Yeah.
Every time
Exactly.
Every time you jump, you're like, oh, another 15%.
Yeah.
I can take another one.
Yeah.
I'll pay it back. But you don't. But you don't.
You do not. You do not. But I mean, it's so interesting what Stabs was able to do there as well with those anti-airs, because that's such an important play. And you see that with a lot of characters. Like, a lot of characters have that option to anti-air you like that. It's just about your reaction time. I can't get the reaction time.
No, of course not.
But someone jumps in on me, they're gonna be allowed to.
Free.
But when you're playing against Stabs, watch out. Watch out when you're in the skies, because he has got the reactions. And whether it's a down 3 or standing 1, he's gonna get you punished. And
that's an impressive thing. His ability to adapt his timing to the down 3 to avoid the cross-up body splashes. That to me was the most impressive part, because early on in that game 1, he was getting caught a lot missing that down 3.
Yeah.
So glad to see a great player like Stabs adapt like that.
Yeah. Unfortunate that Lego wasn't able to move on. That is the end of his tournament run here, but we'll have to wait and see what the points are going to be like towards the end of the show in terms of what he's accumulated and where he'll end up in the top 8. But we're going to be right back. In a little bit, we're going to cut to a break, and then we'll be right back with some more Northern Arena Mortal Kombat Clash action. So once again, don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Northern Arena Mortal Kombat Clash. I'm Caboose here with my boy Drew Face.
What up, Holmes? What up?
We're going to get back to the action here very shortly, and our next match is going to be Biohazard facing off against Flux Waves.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least.
It's a clash of two different principles, right?
Yeah.
One guy wants to rush down, one guy wants to zone.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see how both players match up with each other, especially with Flux Wave getting better each week.
Mm-hmm.
And, and Biohazard being Biohazard. Biohazard's a guy to chase in this tournament, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. And we also wanted to give a quick shout out as well to NetherRealm for hosting us today.
Thanks, Ed.
I mean, it's such an honor to be on this platform right now, to be on Twitch, on NetherRealm's Twitch page. And we also want to shout out as well one of our sponsors, Asus, as you can see. It's beautiful laptops in front of us here. But yeah, we wanted to thank our sponsors. Thank you very much to NetherRealm for hosting us on their Twitch page.
Sure.
We hope you guys have been enjoying the broadcast so far. And thank you to Asus for these amazing laptops in front of us. But all right, let's take a look at our bracket that we got so far here, our updated bracket, based on some of the action that we have seen, and a big shakeup this week for sure. So we saw Fiffle, he's taken out Dink, and he's out of the tournament, he moves on.
No more spoiler.
Yeah, no more spoiler, and I believe he is going to be facing off against Honeybee in that loser's side, and then we got Too Easy, who will be facing off against Stabs, which I cannot wait for that match.
Yeah, that's going to be...
We could potentially see a Sub-Zero versus Frost.
Yeah.
Master and Apprentice. Oh my goodness. I'm so hyped.
Baby. It's going to be cool.
I am so hyped for that match. And then, of course, like I said, on the winner's side there, we can see in winner's finals is Biohazard and Flux. And whoever wins this match will be moving on to grand finals in a very comfortable position.
For sure. Sitting pretty. And they're minimum going to get at least 250 points, I believe.
Exactly. Or 225, I believe. It's placing second. So that's a nice cushion to have. That's definitely a nice spot. If you're Bio or if you're Flux, you want to be fighting to make it to that grand final. So that's why this next match could be really, really interesting.
For sure.
Yeah. And I mean, we're obviously going to see that Flux is going to stick with his Cetrion.
Yep.
And then we've seen now a new version of Biohazard in his Kano,
the
playing with the
Molotovs,
Dirtbag
baby.
variation.
You put it down on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. It's worse than Versace. Much more lit. The Molotovs.
But now what I wonder about this matchup and how this could go down is, how much can Bio really control the space here? If Bio gets in Cetrion's face, if he gets in Flux with his face, with his Kano, does that get Cetrion flustered with the setups? With that Molotov setup, I'm sure it can be really overwhelming to deal with. So I wonder what we can see, or what we're going to see from Flux in terms of being able to counter that. Or maybe do we even see Bio not even go with Kano overall? I don't know.
It's something that
he'll have the armor too on the Kano ball.
For sure.
So there's going to be some really good options here for Bio to be able to counter this Flux Waves Cetrion play. So.
I mean, look, if he does pick Dirtbag, you're going to get the Molotov, right?
Yes.
You're going to get the Molotov. You're going to get the ability to control the space in front of him. Mm-hmm. You're going to also shut down a lot of the options that Cetrion will have in terms of, let's say, she wants to teleport out, Molotov. She's going to walk into that, right? Or let's say you want to play the Bowie knife game, you want to zone out.
Yep.
There's going to be, you want to close the space, you want to make sure you close that space and get closer to Kano, Molotov.
Yep.
Done.
Yep. It's gonna be really interesting, obviously, for the neutral play here. which that's something Bio is so successful at. Even before Kano got the buff, he was able to control the neutral really well.
Really, really well.
The down one Kano ball special, something
That's
that
Bio,
you don't
baby.
see almost any other Kano player do, but something that works so well for Bio.
That's a Biohazard special. I see him do it every time. I see him close out rounds with that. I see him play neutral with that. I see him shift momentums with that.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to like get you knocked down. He's gonna do down one Kano ball.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah, it's risky.
It's hella risky.
It's very
'Cause you
risky.
blocked that. You blocked that string.
Yeah.
Slapped in the face.
Exactly. But Bio, there's just something about the way he does it. He's so quick with it that you just get hit by it every single time, and that's why it's the Biohazard special.
For sure.
As things are
There's only one
underway
person
now.
in the world that can do it.
Exactly.
That's
But
that
all
man.
right, things are underway. Game number 1 about to begin between Biohazard and Fluxwave. And
Like I
let's see
said,
how
a
this
clash
happens.
of two styles: the zoner versus the grappler.
Yeah. I wonder, even just going forward, we see this major adjustment to Kano, and we see that Bio is 100% adapted to that adjustment and is taking advantage of it. But going forward beyond just today, if he makes the top 8 for the finals, how is that? Because then you'll have a lot of time to have practiced with the matchups and get a real understanding of it. So that could be really, really telling. But all right, here we go. Game number 1, starting things off immediately. We're seeing some zoning from Biohazard.
For sure.
The Kano player, not Cetrion.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice there. But hey, the floats are both, baby.
Gets caught by the geyser. Biohazard amplifying the knives. And Biohazard right now has no problem playing the full screen game. He's getting these trades, and I think he has the life lead, so he is just fine with this at the moment. Ooh, but there's a teleport. Good stuff from Flux, switches sides immediately, and now he's got, we like to talk about it a lot, the real estate of the rest of the screen to utilize. Gets caught by the low vines. Activates the buff. I believe he does have armor on that Kano ball now. He might be just looking for a projectile to react on it. Let's see what happens here. Good patient play, but gets caught in the jump in, and there we go. Like I said, watches for that projectile and gets the armor from the Kano ball to get the damage off of it. And this could be where things get real scary for Fluxwaves, but he shuts that down right away as he teleports out of the corner, and there's a fatal blow. It does not connect. It's on a 10-second cooldown now until Flux will have the opportunity to use it again if he finds an opportunity to use it again. There's the amplified Kano ball, and he does have that opportunity now. Oh, no, doesn't combo.
Oh, that's a punish.
But the punish, it's going to be so close. And the combo connects. My goodness, a really intense round there from Flux as he gets it. 4-3. Shuts down the wake-up roll with the throw. Good stuff there from Bio. Jump in works. Gets the combo. There's the setup with the Molotov.
And that's the thing. That's one of the Kano
it.
buffs, man. That Molotov burn does 20 more damage.
Ooh, quick reaction, but isn't unable to capitalize, but still gets the neutral duck on the grab there to get the down 2 crushing blow and gets a full combo conversion off of it.
And that's a quick round by Biohazard.
Yeah.
Super quick.
Yeah. It's worth noting as well that Flux has been really good against the pressure. That teleport to immediately get out of the corner or whatever situation you could potentially be put in from that Molotov, great stuff there from Flux. Because right now Bio is in control though. Activates that Molotov, gets the setup off of it. Look at all that chip damage and even some hits connecting in the jump 3. I don't even know how quickly that round went by.
That was a 20-second round.
You blinked and Fluxwaves' health bar was gone.
It's gone. It was absolutely gone.
My goodness.
And that's the thing. Kano, Dirtbag, the Molotov got much faster frames on startup, more damage on the chemical burn, and that's what happens.
And it leaves you plus if you're throwing it after the acid.
Yeah.
It leaves you plus. It leaves you in a position to where you can keep the pressure against your opponent. They're just going to be forced to block or forced to at least not press buttons.
It's so good.
Ridiculous stuff there.
So strong.
This buff for Kano in the hands of someone like Biohazard could really change up the way people look at the tier list in this game.
But hey now.
We'll wait.
Well, wait, because let's face it, it's not Kano that's doing this. It's Bio.
Right.
It's Bio.
Right.
And we seen Bio work with less. He
Exactly.
gave him a little bit more, and now
Exactly.
he's so
But that's
much
what I'm
stronger.
saying.
As a player, he's just a strong player.
That's right.
He's just a strong player.
Like he's won weeks of the qualifiers with the normal, not so great Kano as he liked to perceive the character. Now Kano has been buffed. Now Kano has some better options. Now Kano got that back 3 crushing blow. So let's see what Bio is going to be able to do with this in the weeks ahead. Gets caught by the vines though. Air Kano Ball connects. Bio immediately activates the armor. And that Molotov connects. And the Air Kano Ball, again, you blink and Flux Waves' health bar is erased.
It makes me wonder why he didn't play Dirtbag earlier.
Yeah.
That's all right. Once again.
He's picking him now, and there we go. Cancels into that.
Burn. Oh, throws it right into the fire.
That's damage over time as well. That gives him a 17% damage throw. These cancels are nuts. Right now, Bio is playing out of his mind.
And another one. Another Cannonball goes unpunished. This is crazy.
Forward throw. Flux gotta find some momentum here now. Goes for the geysers. Nice punish with the Kano Ball from full screen nearly. And the Biohazard special gets him game 2.
He's just running with this, man. He's just running with this.
Wow. This is, you know, we've seen some intense sets up until this point. We've seen some back and forth games.
Not this one.
Right now.
Well, I mean, we could jinx him though.
We could.
We could. Like, let's not sleep on Flux Waves.
But let's just, if we're looking at face value about what we're seeing right now, some real convincing games from Biohazard.
Very convincing, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, look, it's testament to him as a player, right? Sure, the character got like a slight buff. Let's face it, chemical burn. Now you can, if you do it up close, now you can get the Molotov right after it. Chemical burn does a little more, but is that really like, no, this is, it's not affecting Biohazard. Biohazard is a great player, and we're seeing that in full force right here, right now.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of the best NRS players in the scene. You know, that's something that many people will recognize.
For sure.
And clearly
and he's a
showcasing
dirtbag
us right now.
So of course he's going to be this great.
All right, here we go. Game number 3, Biohazard looking to get a clean sweep here to move on in this, to get himself into grand finals for the 3rd week in a row.
Third week in a row. He's 3-peating like Michael's video.
It's caught by the rock wall. Ooh, nice tech throw though. Activates the armor on the Kano Ball. And there it is. Activates it, gets punished with the throw. Maybe could have been a little more damage there on the punish, but it's all good.
Sorry, at least he got something.
Right, better than nothing there.
Better than nothing.
Risky stuff there from Bio as he's going for just the raw Kano Ball, as I'm assuming that Flux is not punishing, expecting the amplification. But there we go. Flux getting some rhythm now. Connects the geyser. Gets the extra damage off of it too. And that's going to be round number 1. Going to Flux now as he is right back in it.
Absolutely. And that's
we may have jinxed it.
That's what I'm saying. We can't sleep on Flux Wave. He's a good player. This guy is consistently top 8 every time we have these things.
Oh, avoids the vines. Oh, nicely done there from Bio. You can't really get a ton of combo damage off of Dirtbag Kano, but you get some real great setups, and of course he's just so safe. And there we go, the cancel off of the buff into the Kano Ball, 20% damage, and Bio now ties things up, and he is on match point.
Great roll there, now he gets that knockdown. And another Kano Ball with the down 1-2 interrupt.
Reverse counter with the Kano Ball once again. Jumps in. Oh, that could have been a punish, but he misses out on the opportunity.
That's all right, and there it is.
Oh, that's amazing tech right there. Throws the fire behind Cetrion, and then Kano Balls on block to push her into it. This is ridiculous right now, and Bio gets that 3-0, I should say, not
the
reverse
hat
3-0.
trick, baby.
The 3-0, and now he is in grand finals for the 3rd week in a row.
And
as he takes Cetrion on a little dance here.
I mean, he should be celebrating. He just hat tricked.
Wow.
Flux Waves.
Wow.
The 3-0.
So this could be so 2 weeks ago, we got him placing second for 225.
Yes.
Last week, 300 points off of placing first.
Yes.
This week, at the very least, another 225. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, he
in
actually
3 weeks.
He actually shoots up from, I think his seeding right now is in 3rd or 5th.
Yeah.
He shoots up to at least 2nd.
Yeah.
It's kind of
My goodness. He has gotten himself a lot of points.
Oh, he's racking it up,
off
baby.
Of the placement here from these last 3 weeks.
The grind is real.
Yeah, that was some very convincing matches there for Biohazard. I would be afraid. If you're anyone else in this tournament right now, you are watching these games and trying to see what you got to figure out for this matchup.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, look at this chemical burn. Look at the fire just being done.
Yeah.
To switch to different
The damage over time, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous. Sure, he, like you mentioned before, the damage in his combos, not too much, but that setup, the set play, so good.
Yeah. I mean, we saw one of the craziest things that he does in that very last game. He tosses the fire behind Cetrion, goes for the Kano ball on block, which knocks Cetrion into the fire, which gets her hit and allows him to continue the pressure. Just ridiculous. I just can't believe the knowledge that Bio has with this character.
Yeah.
And just in general, the knowledge that he has with this game. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. He's completely taken advantage of the buff.
He might be the best in Canada. He might be.
Maybe. I mean, he's definitely got himself in the top 8. But now obviously he's playing for seeding. And then he sends himself to the finals, and that's where he's going to prove himself. That's where he's going to prove himself. But all right, we got our next match coming underway here in a moment, which is going to be Honeybee facing off against Fiffle, the other Cetrion player. So,
I mean, one Cetrion put him to losers. Well, the other Cetrion finally sent him home.
So it's worth noting too now, if Fiffle moves on, if he makes it through the losers bracket, he could get that run back against Flux. We could see that Cetrion mirror.
We could. Right? Because Fluxbase he's not out of the tournament yet. That was winners finals. He's in losers finals right now. Just waiting to see who's going to challenge him to get the #2 headband to fight the #1 guy.
That's right.
Shout out to Apple.
And now it's important. We're going to find out what's Honeybee going to do going forward here. Is he going to be sticking with Devora? Is he maybe going to pick Noob Saibot? Is he going to pull out Cassie Cage once again? Like, although Cassie Cage did get adjusted, she did lose a bit of the pressure that she could apply.
Shout out to slime drop kicks. Man.
Yeah.
So bad.
She has now like a flawless blockable move, so like you got to be careful with her. She's still solid, I'd say. Sonic Fox says she's out of the top 5, but I don't know.
I mean,
this balance patch it's so early. You know, it's still so early. Yes, a lot of these players, for as good as they are, they can take in all this information super quick and recognize and realize this is better than that. This is worse now. This is better now. But it's really, really fresh. We don't know exactly what a tier list could look like or exactly where a character will be on a tier list until a little bit later, I'd say. So that's why Honeybee still could pick a Cassie Cage, and it still could be viable for him.
But let's face it, I hope he picks Noob.
Me too.
Yeah.
Noob Saibot's my favorite MK character.
I want to see what Noob can do.
Of course, I want to see Noob as well. He's the best character in Mortal Kombat. Free.
Yes. Okay.
Free. Nobody's going to argue with me on that.
That message was brought to you by Kabuki.
The entire Twitch chat agrees with me. I guarantee you.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
No one's tweeting angry messages at me now.
Probably not.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wonder if he's going to pull out that Noob Saibot because of how much better the character is. Having that amplified slide is so key.
Yeah, you cut down the requirement by half.
Yeah.
And now it's a viable move.
You cut down that requirement. You can get another crushing blow in a match where you couldn't before. Having 10 Shadow Clones land in a match before that slide was able to give you 2 Shadow Clone hits was next to impossible. Your opponent had to just not be blocking a lot.
It's like, I'm going to be watching my toes. You have a slide that can crushing blow me.
But now having that slide now that you can amplify it and you can get 2 hits off of it, even if you're just getting hits on block, it's great chip damage. It's safe. It puts you in a plus position. Like it's really, really good for Noob. I'm telling you, we're going to see a lot more Noob Saibot going forward.
Absolutely.
You got to really watch out for that character. Because he is the best Mortal Kombat character, and that's free.
According to Caboose.
No, it's fact. It's factual.
The best character is Kenshi. He is dead in the crypt.
He's cool.
Right, he's dead in the crypt.
Yeah. Right, he's stuck in the crypt. All right?
Yeah. Where Shang Tsung is right now.
Yeah.
Due to being poorly nourished.
Yeah. It's crazy to see this adjustment. And then obviously, we have new characters coming out really soon. We got Nightwolf just on the horizon. He will be banned for about 30 days. But when he does get introduced into the game, people are going to be looking his way. People are going to try and figure out some of the tech with the character. And if he looks to be someone who's top tier, that shakes things up as well. So this last week, or this next week, I should say, of Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be really key, really important for the future of the pro scene.
Especially in Canada.
Especially Canada. Yeah. So that next match will be going underway really shortly. It will be Honeybee going against Fiffle. But let's take a look at the bracket in the meantime while we're waiting to set up this next match. So you see there, Biohazard, he's going to be put on ice for a little while now as he is sitting comfortably in Grand Finals on the winner's side, which is the exact kind of positioning that you would want to be in heading into Grand Finals. And then from there we see Fluxwaves is in the losers finals of the lower bracket, and the players in the lower bracket is going to have to fight their way through to make it to Fluxwaves to potentially beat him and make it to Grand Finals. But all right, here we go.
Yeah, our players are finally connected.
There it is.
I told you, Noob Saibot's real, baby. He's listening to us.
We got the Noob Saibot. All right. I cannot wait to see what this is going to be like now, because I'm sure Honeybee was really happy to see that Noob looks to be a really good character now, given the adjustment that he was given the upgrade that he was provided. So let's see how Honeybee takes advantage of that as he is using the Dark Sabbath variation.
Great punch there on, I believe, the back.
There's the air escape. Goes for the 1-1-2. Gets the overhead to connect, and there's a back throw. Good start here for Honeybee. And actually, I don't believe this is the variation that has the amplified slide.
No.
So he is just using normal Noob Saibot that we have seen, which is still always very solid.
Yeah, just a very solid character.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have to find a way to get past the solid zoning.
I like what he was going for there. He was trying to get the air teleport to avoid the projectile from Fluxwave, or sorry, from Fiffle.
Yes.
Mixing up our Cetrion players here.
It's all right. They both play and look the same anyway.
And there's that wall connecting. Nice cross up there from Honeybee. Teleports and good punish there from Fiffle as he connects the geyser. Doesn't follow up though. It's good news if you're Honeybee. Connects a back throw once again. Now he's got the corner.
Yeah,
this could be really. This could be a lot of damage into a fatal blow potentially. We got to be careful if you're Fiffle. There's the jump in. Connects into fatal blow. There we go. Honeybee should be able to take the round here. This should be just enough. The end of this fatal blow does quite a bit of damage, and yes, indeed, 45% of a jump in, back 1/3 into fatal blow.
That's what happens, man. One bad jump in can end your day, but that's all right. That means the fatal blow is not active for Honeybee until the next game.
Yep.
So
if you're Fiffle, yeah, that's definitely the silver lining of it all.
Absolutely.
Jump in, nice down two, anti-air there from Fiffle.
Yeah, switches position here, and now it is Honeybee's turn to be in the corner. Honeybee recognizes that, and he's like, you know what? Nah.
Connects the back 1/3 and gets the side switch. Good stuff. Honeybee going for the forward 2-2-1. Gets interrupted there on a string. Nice little down kick. Great pressure here from Honeybee. He's just making sure not to get hit, not to get caught, not to let Fiffle out of that corner. Ooh, try to go for an anti-air there with the down one. The sides are switched. Projectile lands.
Yeah,
both of these players being really patient here.
Yeah, see, because if one of them opens up, they're going to eat that big damage, and all of a sudden the momentum of the match changes completely.
Yep.
They got to be really careful here.
And I mean, if you're Honeybee, play this patient game all day long. I don't think there will be nearly enough chip damage from Fiffle to be able to close out this game if Honeybee just stays blocking for the rest of the time, as there's only 15 seconds left in the match. Ooh, Honeybee with a quick punish. Good stuff. And he is going to take game number 1 immediately with that 1-1-3 into the Shadow Clone tackle. Great stuff there with Noob Saibot, rocking that brand new gear for the character. He's such a... I'm telling you, he's the best character in Mortal Kombat.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a very cool and very cool and animation there. That was very cool.
Noob's the best.
Sure. Sure.
But all right, so we're gonna head into game number 2 here. If you're Fiffle, you want to try and get the advantage early. You want to play to Cetrion's strengths.
Yeah. AKA zone.
Right. Get that life lead. You know, once you see that you have the advantage, just back away. Back away in zone. Back away in zone. Which is what he was doing.
I mean, like you said, like, get that zoning, get that damage in, pick your opponent apart. That's exactly right. That's the game plan you have to play as when you are Cetrion.
That's right. All right, here we're going to game number 2 now.
Yeah, we are here in Area 51. Both players are trying to storm
oh boy,
the facilities. And
not yet. That's in September. But all right, Honeybee trying to flawless block the wall there. Trades on the projectiles. Avoids the air projectile that time. Connects the forward 2-2-1 into the Shadow Clone tackle. Good stuff here from Honeybee right now, controlling this space. Fiffle's got to find something here.
Fiffle doesn't have the life lead, and
oh no, no punish from Fiffle. What? Oh my goodness, and then he gets caught by a combo here. That is super unfortunate. There could have been a down 2 crushing blow there. There could have been almost anything to punish that extremely easily. Honeybee, I'm sure, very happy right now that he did not get caught.
Once again, both players are trying to play neutral here.
Oh boy. And Honeybee connects back, jump in, flawless blocks the down kick, avoiding any strings here, and connects the 1-1 to get the round. That's got to come back to bite Fiffle in some way. You got to get your punishes. You got to be quick to react to things like that. If you block that teleport, Noob is so punishable there. Ooh, nicely done there from Honeybee with the sickle teleport, and he connects the back 1/1+3 into the teleport and goes for the restand.
Yeah, this is tough because he's always starting off with a life deficit.
Yeah, he's always got a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, Honeybee always tries to find that one opening, and he gets that opening and capitalizes off so much. It's a lot of work for Fiffle to make up for.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough comeback for Fiffle, but he's not out of it yet as he teleports out of the corner. Avoids the sickle. Real careful here. Honeybee is chipping away, going for a couple of hits here and there. There's the back throw. Nicely done there from Fiffle. Now he's in the range where a Fadeable could potentially get him the round. Over the forward 2-2-1. And he amplifies the tackle. Oh boy, it's so close here. Anybody's game. One little hit into a Fatal Blow will do it. Fiffle's got to be so careful. Neutral ducks the projectile. There's the Shadow Clone. Fiffle with the teleport. Honeybee was waiting for it. Oh, connect the air projectile. It is so intense right now.
13 seconds on the
clock.
clock.
Oh, the guys are connect. He amplifies it. Goes for the down 2, and Fiffle gets that round. Oh my goodness, that was a nail biter.
Absolutely. Both players were very patient. They're trying to see who would open up first, and unfortunately, Honeybee does, but that's all right. Honeybee starting off strong with this combo.
Good stuff. The back 3 into the 1+3 to get Fiffle into the corner. Nicely done. Anti-air there. Fiffle jumps away. Ooh, but the cross up from Honeybee as he now has the corner, but doesn't have any meter to amplify there. Gets the forward throw though on wake up. Back 3 into the projectile. Honeybee has got this corner pressure right now and doing some good chip damage, but Fiffle finds his way out. Fiffle has come back in the last round. Can he do it again here? Let's see. Gets the trade there, or avoids the trade, I should say. With the air projectile, Fiffle being really careful, but gets caught.
Well, the air break
teleport. Oh, 2-1-2 connects at the very end of it. Honeybee trying to close this out right here, right now. Trying to go for that flawless block. It did not work out. There's the jump in. Oh, he flawless blocks. Nothing comes of it though. And the back throw will do it. And that's going to be game number 2 going to Honeybee. A very intense match there this time, as opposed to the first match where Honeybee very much seemed to be in control. This time, Fiffle was making the comeback. Yeah. He was getting some hits in there, and he was adjusting for sure.
For sure.
But now let's see what happens as we go into a game number 3. Does Honeybee maintain this momentum, or can Fiffle make the comeback and reverse 3-0?
And Van Fiffle gives him his respect. 8 points.
he gives him the respect.
Hey man, it's like, hey, we were playing some good nooch.
If you're playing in the King of the Hill lobby and you see some good play,
hey, yeah, give him some respect.
Hit him with the respect.
Yeah, for sure, baby.
Hit him with the respect.
Give him some respect. Put some respect in my name.
All right. So we're going to go into game number 3 right now. Honeybee is definitely want to keep himself alive in this tournament. Really important for him to make it as far as he possibly can in this top 8 so that he's got a good position in the top 8 for the finals.
Yes.
So let's see. Game number 3 now. Sticking with Noob Saibot. Best character in Mortal Kombat. No argument to be had. As we are now...
According to Caboose, yes.
As we are now starting this match. This is their projectiles. Amplifies the sickle.
Going sickle mode like Travis Scott.
There's that Shadow Clone. Ooh, tries to punish. There we go. This time, Fiffle says no. You're not getting away with it. Gets the down 2 crushing blow and then follows up with another down 2 to make sure that he cashes out on as much damage as he can. And now Fiffle has that life lead he's been looking for at the start of a game. He's going to get some good damage off of that combo, and he's just going to back it up and go for the zoning.
Absolutely. And you know what? This is what Fiffle wanted all along. He just wanted to play some zoning.
Exactly.
But that bully Honeybee wouldn't let him do.
Honeybee not getting anything going off those cycle teleports. He keeps going for the amplified version. And he is getting the chip damage, but he's not getting the hit. And Fiffle being really patient with that, so good stuff from him. Fiffle right now, though, got to be careful, and he's going to want to try and close out this round here as Honeybee is starting to make a bit of a comeback.
Absolutely.
1-1-2.
Starting to catch up here. Has that corner control.
Ooh, 2-1-2 connects. Definitely have to air escape that. You got to avoid the fatal blow activation, as now it's really dangerous. 2-1-2 connects again. Honeybee makes the comeback in a round that seemed to be all Fiffle.
What a bully.
My goodness, the 2-1-2 is a low. You gotta watch out for it.
You gotta watch your toes. You gotta block low.
Oh, nice punish there from Honeybee. He's gonna amplify that teleport and go for a nice 37% damage combo here, and now Fiffle blocks that low. Oh, the standing 1 connects. Good stuff there from Honeybee. Goes for the throw, but gets punished on the wake up. And Fiffle switches sides now.
Will he create space or will he start pressuring? We'll see here.
Nice tech. Honeybee has got the life lead. This is the position that's been helping him out in the last 2 games, and he is on match point here, but there's the punish, and that will be a crushing blow, and he goes for the down 2 once again to cash out on as much damage as possible. Avoids the back 1/1+3. Neutral ducks the projectile. Fiffle's got to be really careful here.
It's like as if Honeybee's out zoning Cetrion. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
It does seem that way for sure. Fiffle is just really scared to press buttons here, and you just gotta be careful.
Oh, the whip punish.
Oh, the back 3. He could have connected that into the fatal blow, and that could have potentially been it. Honeybee right now, right on the verge of getting this 3-0. Fiffle saying it's not gonna be that easy. Gets the punish finally. He's been trying to this entire time and finally gets it to connect, and the down 2, and he ties up the round. Fiffle, wow.
Staying alive.
He has been caught in that position multiple times where the sickle teleport and Honeybee amplifies it, and he tries to punish it, but he's not able to time the punish fast enough, and that time he did, and he made it count. Honeybee, though, getting a nice little combo there to start off this final round. He is still on match point.
And both players are playing really cautiously because, let's face it, one bad move and it's a downhill slope for these players.
Yep. Ooh, Honeybee was trying to react to the projectile with another teleport there, but that could have been really scary for him. There's a teleport. Connects the rock wall. And the geysers will connect, okay. No meter, though, for Fiffle to amplify it and get an additional damage. And there's that teleport. Doesn't punish it this time. 1-1-3 connects into teleport. Ooh, connects that throw. It's gonna put. Oh, that's it. Oh wow, I thought that was gonna put Fiffle on the magic pixel. I just misjudged the amount of damage it did there, and the amount of health that Fiffle had, and that's gonna be game number 3 going to Honeybee with that 3-0. He keeps himself alive here, and that does eliminate Fiffle from the tournament today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Fiffle, he still makes it to the top 8. He was just trying to play to make sure his seeding was a little better.
Yep.
But man, impressive play by Honeybee.
Yeah. Really good stuff there from
Like,
with Noob Saibot.
He was like, no, I'm tired of these Cetrions. He's like, the first one beat me winners, forget about it. I'm going to play my Noob Saibot, take him out.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So Honeybee is going to move on now.
Yep.
And then I believe our next match in the loser side will be Too Easy, MK Too Easy,
Yep.
facing off against Stabs.
And that's going to be interesting. That's going
to be a hell of a match. I cannot wait to see that one go down. Because again, it could be Master and Apprentice. We could see Sub-Zero facing off against Frost.
It's going to get a little icy up in here.
Yes.
A little icy.
The rivalry that is canon and like makes sense. We could see it go down here in just a moment. And then if Stabs is able to move, or whoever moves on from that, will be facing off against Honeybee, who will then move on to potentially face off against Flux to make it to grand finals. And now, obviously, for those of who might be new, if you don't know how tournaments like this work, a lot of the players in the loser side of the bracket, whoever makes it,
give them the news.
They got to reset against that intimidating Biohazard that you've been seeing. We have to see whoever makes it from losers to grand finals win 2 sets of 3.
Yes.
against Biohazard.
And he's just
That's not going to be easy.
He's just there with his Molotov. He's ready.
That's not going to be easy.
He's ready to see who's going to come for the throne.
Yeah. But so our next match, like I said, we're going to see Too Easy going off against Stabs. Now, again, this still could go either way. We could see Stabs potentially pick the Shang Tsung here.
Right.
To maybe want to keep Too Easy away to avoid the 50-50s. But he looked really solid with Frost before Frost got a bit of a buff.
Yeah, and his Frost is very strong too.
And his Frost is very strong. And now that Frost has gotten a bit of a push in this latest balance patch, we could see him sticking with that pick. And I mean, for the immersion, for the lore, the battle of Master and Apprentice,
do it.
I think that would be really hype.
Yeah,
I think that would be really hype.
Too Easy is just trying to get revenge on Stabs cybernetically ruining his entire clan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. I get it.
Listen.
I understand the canon.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. I get it. I 100% get it. Oh boy. Yeah. That's gonna be a cool matchup to see. Obviously as well, if you're Stabs, you want to get Too Easy out of there.
Yeah, you're like
you want to stop him from being that other spoiler, right?
He's like, look, Shujinkydink has been taken care of. We gotta take care of the other one, the Florida boy.
Exactly.
The Florida boy.
Exactly. But it's so key. It's actually so important right now for Stabs, even just for the rest of the tournament, for the other people who may be competing. If you get Too Easy out of there, then that means that's it. You don't got to worry about them, eliminating like a Honeybee or whatever they might do, whatever noise Too Easy could potentially make in the rest of this tournament if he does move on. You avoid that if you're Stabs and can beat him. So we'll see how that does go down as we are setting up that match, and it will go underway here very shortly.
For sure. Taking some time,
Yeah.
Shouts to.
But so also, we saw there, Honeybee was picking just the normal variation of Noob Saibot.
He didn't pick the amplified slide version.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is the one that I think a lot of people have shifted their eyes towards very recently because of the adjustments that have been made to the character because of that slide.
Having another crushing blow is another avenue of having more damage, right? And making it easier, why not? Why not pick that character? But hey, he's like, I'm confident this is my character, this is my variation. And sometimes that's what it is.
Exactly.
The other shoe might be nice, but the shoe you're wearing are much more comfortable because you broke into it.
Exactly.
So I get it.
Exactly. And I mean, that Noob Saibot, that's been his character.
For sure.
When he had that character crisis when the game first came out,
yep.
and he was like, oh, D'Vorah is not going to be viable for me. I got to switch around. I got to find someone else. Noob Saibot was the first avenue that he headed towards. That was the first character that he decided, you know what? This is the one I'm going to put time into playing.
And why not? Because he has a multitude of tools.
Yes.
Right? And now he has two good
He is, even, before this entire balance patch, Noob Saibot was a very solid character.
Yeah, Dark Sabbath was a really solid variation.
Yes.
There's no need to switch to
it. Like the damage output that you can get from Noob Saibot is pretty ridiculous. We saw there off of a jump 3, back 1/1+3 into Fatal Blow. He gets 45%. That's effortless. It's effortless.
Dude, it's like, I jumped in, 1, 2, 3, press 2 buttons, you're the
best. That's it. That's
you're the best.
Yeah. And he can get, the thing is too, is he can get even more than that. Very easily.
Very easily.
So that's why Noob Saibot has always been a really solid character, and that's why I understand why Honeybee has picked him, and also because he is the best character in Mortal Kombat. So, I get
According
it.
to you.
Yeah. No, it's just a fact. But I get it. I understand.
I look at the tier list. He's never in top 5. Never.
So I get it.
Don't listen to this man about Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
And the rest, delete that character.
Yeah. No.
For the sake of this guy.
How dare you?
I'm not daring them anything. I'm just suggesting.
I'll challenge you to 1v1 right now.
Yeah, you win, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
All I know is how to mash down one. That's it. I'm the best.
It's okay. I'm not too much better than that either.
Don't worry. We're just waiting to see who. We're inviting our competitors to the lobby. It's taking a bit of time.
And I wonder too. So yes, Scorpion.
Nerf.
Scorpion. A lot of people were very happy when those patch notes came out.
But you know who wasn't happy? The Scorpion players.
Exactly. Yeah. So those Scorpion players may not be the most happy, but he's still a solid character. Yeah. If you're Too Easy, I wouldn't just say, oh, that character's out the window now. No. You just got to be a little less frantic in the play with that.
You can't just do amplify teleport and think you're the king of the world.
Yeah.
Now it hits over. Now it hits high.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's taking a little while to get these players in the match, so we're just going to cut to a break here, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. That was some quick tips from Caboose. I definitely learned nothing, but I hope you guys learned something. I'm Drewface. This is obviously Caboose.
Yes.
Look, our match is finally here, underway right now.
All right.
Sorry for the delay, folks.
There we go. We apologize for the delay. You know, we gotta invite the players and everything. We gotta get the matches set up. So
you know, sometimes they will just want to grab a bite. Man, way through the tournament. You know, stuff happens.
Okay, we are getting the battle of the Lin Kuei here. Frost played by Stabs going off against MK Too Easy playing as Sub-Zero, and starting things off here seems to be the Apprentice. As Stabs immediately getting some combos to land and has carried Too Easy all the way into the corner.
Dude, Too Easy has not hit anything yet.
And Too Easy is using the Thin Ice variation this time, which gives him the slide, but he loses the amplified ice ball and he doesn't have the shoulder charge. And that forward throw is going to do it and get a really convincing first round to go to Stabs.
Look, all I can tell you from that first round was Stabs just pressed buttons until Too Easy got to the corner, and then Too Easy died.
Oh, there we go, though. That forward two into slide, so ridiculously hard to block, which is one of those reasons why when you hear that Sub-Zero didn't get anything adjusted to him, you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that's super risky. You can't be going for slides like that on block, and here's the standing reset. Good stuff there from Stabs. He's getting that damage. Gets the charge. Nicely done, though, there from Too Easy. Switches sides now.
And now it's his turn to play the game.
Back 1-2-1. Connects. There's that projectile shield. And Too Easy gets punished on the interactable. And that's a first game really quickly. And the brutality down 2. Hold on a minute.
That was a really quick game, dude. That was a really quick game.
That was lightning fast.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
You can say Too Easy's on thin ice.
You can say that.
Yeah.
You can say that. Now, I have a feeling he's going to switch to the other variation for Sub-Zero here.
Yes.
I think having that amplified ice ball is really key.
It's going to slow down Frost.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, having the shoulder charge checks Frost, making sure that Frost, you know, can't press all.
It gives him healthy damage too. Yeah. You know, and he can at least, you know, if he connects the overhead with the 4-2, he can at least cancel into it with the amplified ice ball where you normally can't. So it gives him a better option. I was looking away, so I didn't see if he did switch variations, but I would also understand if he sticks with Thin Ice, because it's still really solid.
Yes.
He just needs to make some adjustments in the overall game plan playing against Stabs Frost.
Yeah, because Frost...
and yeah, it looks like he did stick with Thin Ice.
Yeah, because Stabs right now is super, super impressive.
Yeah.
Right? He's just going in, having his way with, unfortunately, Too Easy, and Too Easy is making it easy.
Yeah. Too easy almost.
Almost. Anyway, point of the punch
Game
here.
2.
Game 2 underway.
The Stabs connects that back two into the projectiles there. Nicely done. Be careful.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Ooh, trying to go for that slide. It's so dangerous.
He's getting punished for those slides. Those slides are so risky. It's costing him a lot.
But it kind of dropped combo there from Stabs. I mean, it's still good damage, but surely not the amount of damage he was looking for there.
And then once again,
Too Easy is getting punished like crazy off of these slides, whether it's him completely whiffing it or whether it's Stabs just blocking low. But there we go, a nice little combo for Too Easy. And he goes for that slide once again, doesn't get punished that time.
Yeah, spaced a little better. I can kind of see what he's kind of going for. He's trying to make sure, he wants to say, you know, forget about neutral, gets a well-spaced slide in there.
Oh my goodness, what a conversion from Stabs. Way to recognize that you're gonna land that jump 3 and go for that charge, amplifies it for the damage, and he gets himself that first round.
Absolutely, super solid. But yeah, like I said, he's trying to well space his slide, that way they're a little safer on block. That way he can get some pressure.
Yeah, definitely still just gotta be careful here. There we go, he goes for that slide, it whiffs, but Stabs in the middle of shooting out a projectile, so he wasn't able to get the opportunity to punish. Too Easy, trying to get those air projectiles, the axe. There's that slide. Good reaction there. So that was a punish, reacting to that shield. Oh, but he blocks the overhead low. Great stuff there from Stabs. It is so ridiculously difficult to block, but if you are prepared for it, you can react quick enough.
Absolutely. And Stabs is, he's playing really comfortable right now. Once again, slide finally finding success here from Too Easy.
Back 1-2-1. Keeping it safe. Forward 2. Good for the jump in, and now he's gonna have a full combo. This potentially ends the game. Yes, indeed. And he keeps Too Easy in a standing position as well to avoid Too Easy the opportunity to air escape there. So great stuff from Stabs. good knowledge, good awareness of the positioning, and of course, his opponent's defensive meter so that he was able to do a combo that still gets him the damage to win that game, but doesn't put Too Easy in a position to air escape. So, wow.
Very convincing. Just absolutely convincing.
It's breaking my heart as a Sub-Zero fan.
Yeah.
But Stabs is just outplaying right now.
Stabs is, like I said, one of the top tier talents in this country that people won't get to see or talk about.
Right.
Right. And now he gets his chance.
He is one of those players where he could take this whole thing.
Yeah, he could.
And if he does, he's going to Final Combat, and someone who you may not have heard of before, someone who you know may not be the most known, will have the opportunity to showcase his talents on a real grand stage. So let's see as he continues on in this tournament. He's up 2-0 in this set right now. He is looking to just walk away with a quick 3-0. Too Easy just sticks with the same variation. I respect it. Okay, there we go. Gets a nice little punish on the back 3-2 and gets the full combo off of it. A nice 30%.
I like that he's not really going for a slide as often anymore. As I say that, he gets punished
you say that.
Commentator's curse. God damn.
It's tough because it's an option to help you get in and to avoid the zoning that can come your way from Frost, but it's also one of the riskiest things you could do.
Absolutely.
Scary positioning here if you're Too Easy.
And now Too Easy is really hesitant. He's like, this guy's blocking all my slide attempts. This guy's able to get past my fireballs. What do I do?
That's right. What's with air axes?
All right,
oh boy.
Trying to pull some space down, but
oh boy, he could connect into Fatal Blow here. Yes, indeed he will. I'm not sure what the scaling is going to be like here, but that may potentially be enough to get Stabs this round. Oh, okay, no, it's not looking likely. So now, if you're Too Easy, you let Stabs know that it wasn't worth it. But it looks like he's not going to.
No. The 2 fireball catches him at the end there, trying to catch him. Walking forward, he walks into them, and the student finally is surpassing the master, it seems.
Good chip damage there. No punish on the charge. Ooh, little hop.
Yeah.
Going for the low. Good blocking here. Great defensive game from Stabs. Oh, nicely done there from Too Easy.
That's what happens when you block too much. You're going to get thrown.
Yep. Especially if you're not respecting the frames. Good stuff though there. Stab switches sides. Chip damage.
Oh, yeah. I like that both players are respecting the frames, so they're like, you know what?
Roll. Oh boy. Oh, he had the low there, but he didn't commit to the string. Too Easy trying to find an opening here, and there we go. He connects the overhead into slide.
Yeah, put Frost right back in the corner here.
Gets the chip damage.
Oh, trying to react to that, interacted by neutral jumping fireball, but misses it.
A whole lot of blocking this game, let me tell you what. Oh, Stab trying to get the conversion.
Just misses it.
Too Easy is on his do or die right now. He has got to get something going. He trades on the ice. That does work out for him. He doesn't opt to go for the Fatal Blow, and that might lose him the round. No, he is gonna get that combo. Oh my goodness, and it's just barely enough to tie things up.
Yeah,
wow.
That decision in not blowing Fatal Blow and being completely confident in closing that round out is working out for him right now.
Yes. Not utilizing that mechanic seemed very risky, but it works out, and he does get the crushing blow there now. A good 34%. That's what happens when you amplify the slide 3 times and connect it in a match.
Oh, that's a
good punish, yeah.
Fireball.
Is he gonna go for the restand? No, he's just gonna go for the combo here.
Oh, he tried to read that roll, tried to throw him out of it, but did not work.
Stab tried to react, didn't react in time.
Yeah,
projectiles.
And that's the thing. Stabs is just trying to maintain the pocket of space in front of him by using down forward 2, just using the awesome normals in space that Frost does have.
Oh my goodness, Fatal Blow just raw. Too Easy is out of his mind, and it connects. It's not going to do it though, but it's going to be quite a bit of damage. And now it is neck and neck. No Fatal Blow on either side. Oh, the jump 3 connects into the charge. Doesn't amplify it, and the throw! The throw! And that's going to be the game. And Stabs walks away with a quick 3-0. And that is it. He gets Too Easy out of there. No spoiler for you, he says. And he will be moving on.
Absolutely.
Wow. Really intense finish there. really intense finish.
I mean, it was like a scramble at the end, and Too Easy was sort of starting to pick up on Stabs' habit and Stabs' ability to control the space. I felt like he should have disrespected him a little earlier though with the fatal blow, just to check him in neutral, because Stabs is getting away with a lot of strings. Yeah. Just a lot of strings, and she's letting him press it freely. Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that was great stuff from Stabs there. Obviously, we saw it was a good back and forth. Yeah. Too Easy kept himself in it for the most part, but Stabs just never cracked under pressure. No. Always had it in his control. He made sure he always knew how to control the positioning and how to keep Too Easy in check through all 3 of those games. And every time, whether it was Too Easy just being out of range on that slide and getting punished for it, or just Stabs being ready for that slide to come in and blocking it, that is what was a big detriment for Too Easy in losing that set.
For sure. I mean, sometimes you go hard. Like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yes.
And that's what happens.
Yes,
you live
indeed.
by the slide, you kind of die by it.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I wonder as well, I mean, I think I understand the lack of the variation switch there from Too Easy. I think having the slide, having a low option for Sub-Zero is good. But I feel that he's a lot more solid with the other variation for Sub. But I mean, it is what it is. Stabs is going to be moving on in the tournament, and that's the set. Yeah. That's the set. A really intense scramble in that last match too. It was a really, really close, intense scramble at the end there.
He took it down. He took it with a down wanting to throw. Like, that's the riskiest thing you could do.
Very risky. Are you kidding me? Like, that was nuts. That was nuts. Stabs is playing ridiculous right now. In those last 2 weeks, he's showcasing some of the best Shankson I've seen so far online. And now he just brings back this Frost after the character adjustments, and he's like, hey, this is who I came in with, you know? So, great stuff, great stuff. So we got more matches to come. We're going to be continuing this losers bracket, but we're going to cut to a quick break. So again, don't go anywhere. We hope you guys have been enjoying the broadcast so far. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. We are almost, we are running through this losers bracket. You're really surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, absolutely.
I am one of your commentators for today, Caboose, here with my boy Drew Face.
What up, Holmes?
And we've seen some really intense matches so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We just saw Stabs take down MK Too Easy in a very convincing 3-0.
Some may say Too Easy.
Almost Too Easy. And now he's going to be going to face off against Honeybee. So let's take a look at our bracket overall.
Let's talk about the tail of the tape.
Let's see what we got here. So we got Honeybee facing off against Stabs. And then the winner of that will be going to losers finals to face off against Flux Waves. And then the winner of that faces Biohazard, sitting comfortably in the winner's side of grand finals.
And he's got a Molotov with him, baby.
And honestly, any of those 3 in the loser side of the bracket right now could be the one I see in grand finals.
Absolutely.
It is anybody's games to win here, but obviously Stabs has been running the losers bracket right now with his Frost. Can he continue that momentum against a potential noob Cybot here with Honeybee, or will Honeybee maybe pull out that Devora once again? I don't know.
Or Cassie.
Or Cassie.
Maybe.
Although I have a feeling that's
definitely
Cassie might be a character of the past for Honeybee. Sure. We'll see.
We might have to retcon the storyline.
Right.
We might have to.
You know, I haven't talked to him about it. I don't know what his opinion is on it. I know though that pre-balance patch, that was the character that he was heading towards. Yep. That seemed to be his character that he wanted to play as. However, she did get some pretty rough adjustments. So
rest in peace, Shadow. Okay.
Rest in peace. So now I don't know. What is he leaning towards? Is he leaning back towards Noob Cybot? Is he thinking that maybe Devora, if putting enough practice in, can be the character for him again? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but obviously this tournament and some of the things that he's showcasing during this tournament is a good tell of kind of that direction. Yeah. And he has picked Devora earlier, and now we saw that he has won his latest set with Noob Cybot. So I wonder, this will be a really cool matchup to see between him and Stabs. Both of them are fighting for that seeding. They want to get as far as they possibly can in this top 8. So a lot is on the line for each of them right now.
Absolutely. I mean, Stabs has an arsenal of characters to play from too as well.
Yep.
For example, he can play his Shang Tsung.
He can pull out that Shang Tsung anytime.
He hasn't really pulled out yet. Maybe because he's the fear of the nerfs, right? Maybe he's not as oppressive or as strong as he used to be. But that Frost though is looking nice. Looking mint.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, no, that Frost is looking fantastic so far. He has been running through people with that character. And I mean, he did it in week 2 before the character got buffed.
Yeah.
Now the character's even better than she was.
For sure.
You'd be crazy not to be playing her, and it's working out for him really well so far. But obviously, if his back's against a corner, I think we will see that switch to Shang Tsung.
Sure.
Because that's what won him one of the weeks of the online qualifiers. That's what sent him to grand finals in the week prior to that. Or the last week, that was.
The Cassie pick is in lock.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So we see the Cassie. I mean, now I wonder if some of the things that have been adjusted with her character will come into play here, and let's see how Honeybee reacts to that if they do. But like I said, you know, I still think that Cassie, she didn't get nerfed into the ground.
No.
You know?
Not top 5 though.
Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Game number 1, starting things off immediately is that low shot, which is still technically a mid, but looks like a low. Good stuff from Honeybee. Because they are going to play a bit of a full screen game here. And those projectiles connect for stabs.
Yeah, this is looking like he's going to play with the zoning game here. Stabs is going to be able to keep up and maybe potentially win those trades.
Ooh, nice cross up. Doesn't connect the combo though. Maybe he was looking for an air escape and gets that counter, which is a crushing blow. And that's going to be some good damage for him, 25%. And he sends Honeybee towards the corner, playing a really good zoning game here with those shields to avoid getting hit himself and to have the opportunity in the spacing to use some projectiles. Wow, that damage has really added up there for Stabs as he's looking to walk away with this first round very convincingly so. And there it is.
Yep, that fireball takes that round. That excellent control of space in front of him. The zoning, the ability to counter the zoning from Cassie. Just good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, really solid play there from Stabs. Definitely wants to keep up this pace.
Yeah, and he checks Cassie moving forward with the down 2 in case she tries to read the fireball. And
great pressure there though from Honeybee as he's now going to get the standing reset and opts to go for the low into the straight shot. Gets caught by the projectile. Nicely done. That pushes Honeybee far away. Oh, but Honeybee dashes in immediately. Well, the wake up actually negates that shot there as it is invincible. A weird little wake up though from Stabs. I'm not sure if that's what he meant to do. Keeping it safe. Ooh, gets caught though. Good stuff from Honeybee. Gets the standing reset and gets the follow up, and that's going to be the round. We're all tied up here. Great stuff from Honeybee.
Yes. Capitalizing off the damage, closing the space down, making sure that Frost doesn't get her zoning game. But round 3 is looking like a different tale.
And Honeybee controlling the space now himself. Ooh, neutral ducks that throw, but doesn't punish. Try to get in there, and Stab says no, not yet. There's the jump in, back throw connects. Gonna be looking for that low shot once again, but there's a jump 3 into the charge there from Stabs as he now has the corner advantage, keeping it safe. Ooh, but the jump out and the anti-air, amazing quick reactions from Stabs.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of damage off the conversion there, but that's for anti-air.
Huge punish for Honeybee. No air escape there from Stabs. As he amplified the interactable, that was really smart there. He got a decent chunk and he connects the forward throw to win the game. Stabs with an incredible play that I don't think anyone saw coming there. Wow.
Yeah, this is really good.
Really good stuff. So he opts not to air escape, so he keeps himself with the defensive meter, so he can use the said defensive meter on amplifying the interactable and guaranteeing himself that 20% into the forward throw to win the game. A nice finish from Stabs there.
Yeah,
and Honeybee immediately goes to Noob Saibot.
For sure. That should have been the first pick in the first place. Because like Cassie was having a tough time keeping up in the zoning game and all the other tools against Frost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
plus Noob Saibot is the best Mortal Kombat character.
According to you, yes.
Yeah. No,
yes.
that is confirmed.
Absolutely not. Yes.
So we're going into this next game. Let's see what Honeybee is going to be able to do here now that he has changed characters, and he is using Seeing Double. So that is that slide. You just saw the amplified slide. That counts as 2. That's 3 shadow clones now, right off the bat to start things off. Ooh, but that teleport's super unsafe, and he is going to get punished for it. A good start here now for Stabs as he counters right back. Doesn't complete that combo, though. Maybe expecting an air escape. Connects the forward throw.
That's all right, though. He gets the forward throw. Makes up for that damage.
Ooh, great interrupt there from Honeybee as he now just has to go for normal teleports. Amplified teleports there don't give you the same property that it would on the Dark Sabbath variation of Noob Saibot. Back 2 is a nice counter. There's that slide. I believe that is 4 and 5 on Shadow Clone counter for Honeybee for that crushing blow. Ooh, try to get the amplification on that again. Standing 1 anti-air. Good stuff from Stabs. There's that back 2 string into the safe. Oh, Wake Up gets stuffed. It's anybody's game. Down 4. Into the slide. Interrupts the fatal blow. And I believe that's Shadow Clone number 6.
Absolutely. The Shadow Clone counter is at 6.
Down 2 crushing blow and just goes for quick little damage. Gets the back 2 into the micro burst. That's going to freeze Honeybee and send him all the way into that corner. 30% damage on that combo, and he's going to get another one.
Yeah, that's big damage from him. Oh, the restand. I respect it.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, near flawless victory there for Stabs. And Stabs is now looking to go up 2-0 in this set.
Yeah, Stabs answered back. He's like, yeah, you picked Noob Saibot, but I'm still good.
Honeybee just not sure when it's his turn to press buttons, and Stabs is exposing that much. There we go. Okay, connects Shadow Clone number 7 and 8 there, I believe, if I'm counting correctly. There's potentially 9, and that might be 10. So that crushing blow looks like it is ready to go now.
Absolutely. He lands one more slide, that crushing blow will activate, and we'll finally see the newly minted.
If he gets that shadow tackle, which might happen right here. Oh no, he goes for the slide instead. I'm not sure. I believe he had the crushing blow. That could have ended the game there. He just might not have been able to connect it. I don't know, but if you're Stabs, you get that standing reset. One little hit confirm into a fatal blow will do it. And there it is. He activates it. Oh, but the slide is enough. Honeybee using this variation switch to his advantage. And you gotta watch your feet.
Yeah, you gotta watch your toes sometimes.
You gotta watch your toes.
Especially in this variation. What else is he? He's gonna be aiming for it.
Oh boy, great stuff there from Honeybee. So
sure,
he didn't utilize it there, but that crushing blow was ready to go.
Absolutely.
Before that, before that update to the character, he still would be maybe 6 or 7 Shadow Clones deep. Yeah. Still needing a couple more to able to get that crushing blow.
But let's talk about how the timing conversions that Honeybee was doing.
Yeah.
Right? He's reading the fireballs, jumping over them.
Yeah.
He's making sure every punish he does hurts. Making sure that Stabs is going to regret that zoning, that fireball.
Even though you're limited on the overall combo damage that you get,
so
or combo potential that you get with this variation of Noob,
it's still big.
Having that low slide, having the ability to get that crushing blow, it's really solid. Those raw teleports are not working out for Honeybee, I'll tell you what. And now that is going to be a nice 35% combo for Stabs.
Such a huge deficit, life deficit for Honeybee right now. Especially because they
freeze. Goes for the standing reset. Into the safe string. Honeybee switches sides here. Oh, that's the tech right there. He wasn't able to get the proper conversion, but still, oh my goodness. The amount of Shadow Clones that just threw out there.
Oh, by that fatal activation.
No.
This is it.
The back throw will get Honeybee sent towards the corner and get Stabs the round. But Honeybee got a good 4 Shadow Clones out there in the midst of that. Nice neutral duck to avoid the forward 2. It is a high. There's the Ghost Ball.
Oh no. He's getting
Ghost Ball is unblockable, but that shield is protecting Stabs from getting hit by it. Honeybee amplified that slide and it gets avoided completely from Stabs there, so it's a wasted resource, unfortunately. Back 2 from Honeybee. Trying to get out of the corner. Finds the opportunity to, but not able to punish. There's that shield. Over 2-2-1. 2-1-2. And there's the slide. Nicely done. Honeybee gets the crushing blow. 42%. That is why this variation is so good now. With the back throw, Stabs is not out of it.
Absolutely not.
Honeybee's just got to be careful here. Ooh, shoots the interactable. Let's connect. He is just holding block, being really careful. Really intense play here from both of these players. Oh, Honeybee tried to go for the slide. Oh, there's the fatal blow. Oh, the anti-air. Nicely done from Honeybee.
Absolutely. And great patience, too. He waited for that moment to happen.
Incredible stuff. So he no longer has that fatal blow. But he still can get some great damage off of that shadow slide.
Absolutely.
There's a shadow tackle. Back 2-2 into the safe.
Yep, into the Beyblade.
Into the Beyblade. Amplifies the slide and gets the hit. Honeybee seems like he's perfectly fine being in this corner right now.
And
Stabs is just not getting the opportunity to push, but now he is. Ooh, an escape fail. That gives Stabs the opportunity to get a crushing blow on either side of the throw.
oh, that string goes unpunished. Great
boy.
jump over there.
2-2. If you're Honeybee, you gotta be careful. You gotta be watching out for that slide. Oh, back 1+3. Doesn't convert off of anything though.
What's the restand?
Oh, he connects the throw. What a reset there from Stabs. He's gonna get a crushing blow off of that for 31%. Honeybee just goes for a raw fatal blow. Not the best decision. Gets caught by the low projectiles. He's on his last lifeline here. Goes for the teleport. It works.
What a great reaction there.
60% goes for the throw and the jump in. Stabs is gonna get the game. A very intense match there. A very intense match.
That was a ballsy read. He was like, yo, I think you're gonna throw me on wake up. And then jumps 3 and crosses him up. Great read on
my
his part.
goodness.
That was ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
That definitely brought more energy to my life. That was ridiculous.
That was a
ballsy read.
Yeah, that was a real risky.
The dude was like, I'm just gonna wake up, jump, and 3, because you're gonna throw, and it's gonna work. And it did.
That's unfortunate too. When Honeybee connected the back 1+3, it was a punish. He could have gotten a crushing blow there if he had just gone for the end of that string. I don't know if there was just an input error or if maybe he was looking for the restand, but you're not really at an advantage when you go for the restand on the back 1+3. So I'm really not sure what could have happened there.
Maybe execution error.
It could have been.
People make mistakes, Caboose. People make mistakes.
I get it.
No one's perfect. Even if he's a pro, no one's perfect.
Honeybee trying to go for the shadow tackle, but it gets interrupted. Connects it that time. There's that slide. Ooh, back 2-2. Doesn't decide to go for the crushing blow. Instead, just goes for the 3s. And Honeybee breaks away.
Oh, another death. Another one to stop.
Nice interrupt. That is going to be a counter and a good 25%. He gets 25% off of a 1-1-3 into the amplified shadow slide. That is ridiculous damage.
Absolutely.
For low effort like that.
Absolutely. He's a good character.
Best character in Mortal Kombat. All right, here we go. Stabs, freezes, gets the resend, and keeps it so that he can get that combo to land. 27%, takes that first round. Now he's on match point, looking to eliminate Honeybee here. Ooh, Honeybee going for that slide again. Down 4. Back 1+3, and now he converts it to get the crushing blow.
Great
good anti-air.
Good shield there.
Wow, that down 4 has some good range.
He's using the shadow clone to break the shield, and I respect that.
Honeybee trying to go for a down 4 there, but it's just out of range and gets whip punished for it.
Oh, the restand, great block there with the Beyblades in full effect.
Ooh, air. Nice conversion there from Honeybee. I'm really not sure. I haven't been keeping count, but he is probably close to that crushing blow at this point. Great reaction from Stabs on the wake-up roll and connects the back throw. Sends Honeybee right back into that corner. And Honeybee keeps himself alive here with the forward 2-2-1. And now we are all tied up on rounds. Honeybee looking to get this win so we can send it to a game 5. Is it going to be possible? Oh, he tries to go for a raw teleport, but the string sends Stabs out of range.
Yeah, great neutral jump by Stabs here.
Avoid the forward 2. It is a high. Good neutral duck there from Honeybee, as I think he has the crushing blow on deck now.
Oh, for sure, he definitely has at this point. He has at least 10 million slots. I lied to you, but he at least has that enough to meet the requirement.
There it is. No, okay, he opts not to use it. Is it? It's happening now, though. 30%. He's got a major life lead, so all he's got to do is hold it. Oh, the whip into the down 2 crushing blow, and Honeybee wins it. Oh, and goes for the brand new brutality? Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, Honeybee.
Jesus.
I see you.
That's savage.
I see you.
That is savage.
Wow. Wow, we're all tied up 2-2. You got one more game now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That neutral duck was sick.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the down 2 range, crazy.
It was almost a quarter of the screen, dude.
Holy smokes. Honeybee playing really, really well with this variation. I'm surprised he didn't pull this variation out early. used that, I think every match he's used that variation. He's gotten that crushing blow out of it.
Yes.
So it's definitely a difference maker to have that amplified slide. You get good damage off of it.
Yep.
You know, you keep your opponent in check with that low. You know, if you're just going to go for the raw slide or if you're going to amplify it, you can get the hit off the amplification. There's some really good options. I'm going to have to jump into the lab with that variation of Noob Saibot because he is the best character in Mortal Kombat, so I have to play with him and start to learn how good that variation really is.
I mean, sure. But another thing that I also noticed in that set was the ability using that shadow clone to help zone and break that shield. It was giving a lot of difficulty for Frost because Frost wants to zone, wants to set up that shield because she doesn't want to eat that ghost ball. But with the shadow clone, you break that shield and she kind of has to still set up that shield, then has to start throwing her ice balls out, and she's not going to be able to start zoning you once you keep breaking it like that.
Exactly. Exactly. And this, like, Honeybee's just been very, mindful of that. He has been understanding, like, okay, the shield's out. Got to be careful. Got to wait for her to push in and then going on the attack. And that's exactly what he's been doing. Hasn't been getting caught by too many jump-in anti-airs that we've seen from Stabs in that matchup against Lego. So solid play from Honeybee, but also not to count out Stabs, as we are still 2-2 in this set, and we are about to go into a game 5.
It's not like Stabs is slouch. It's fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, so we had a little drop in the internet. So sorry about that. We're gonna get the players loaded back up.
That's the nature of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I believe we're gonna cut to a break here, and then we should be right back. No? Okay. I've been informed that we're not going to cut to a break.
Thank you, voice of God.
We are getting the players loaded up back in. So please we should get that quicker than a break would take. So we're going to just sit here and talk about that match and the internet playing the 50-50s here, mixing us up they have been.
And guys,
I mean, it's an online qualifier. So again, to apologize that there was the disconnect there. It's an online qualifier. The internet can be unpredictable sometimes. These players are making sure that they're playing with good internet. We haven't seen a disconnect up until this point.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the servers themselves, right? It's not necessarily the players that are causing the disconnect. But hey, let's face it, Ted Rogers, he's got a stranglehold in the internet in Canada.
At least it didn't happen mid-match.
Yeah.
At least we didn't see an end to an intense set like that through a disconnect mid-match. It happened at the character select screen. Nobody gets disqualified for that. So we're gonna get those players loaded back up.
For sure.
And then we're going to get that game going underway here in just a moment. But in
the meantime, you want to join the discussion of this tournament, use the hashtag NAMKK.
At Northern Arena on Twitter. You can tweet me at KaboosEK.
Me at DrewFace_. Pretty cool stuff, I guess.
Yeah, you can tell me, you can agree with me about why Noob Saibot is the best Mortal Kombat character, because he is.
And you can tell me if I'm trash, because I am. I absolutely am.
Is that what you're looking for?
Absolutely. I love misery.
Oh boy. Yeah, it should be interesting. We're going to get those players loaded up here really soon. And as we head into a game 5, it's going to be, we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. Yeah. But all right, so if we head into a game 5 now, we're going to see that Honeybee obviously is going to stick with that variation.
Yeah.
It's been working off him really well here now.
Very well.
So if you're Stabs, what do you do to adjust?
I mean, I guess it's more so opting to go for more pressure and trying to punish his abilities to counter his own you, right? Because that's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to break your zoning, and that way when that comes down, then you have to play the nooch. And obviously Honeybee's a little more experienced there, and he's gonna try to take it to that where he's strong at. So if I'm Stabbed, I'm gonna try and make sure I throw his game off as much as I can, and make sure that, you know what, you're using the strategy to beat me. I'm going to try to play that against you. Try to make sure that, you know what, you're Honeybee. I'm not scared of you. So I'm just going to try to play nooch too.
Because watch your feet.
Because
watch your feet.
Frost can play the nooch, man. Frost got that down too. It's nice and it's great. It's fast. It has a good reach.
The anti-airs, the standing one, down 3, all that stuff.
I mean, Honeybee's not going to jump. Honeybee knows that walking forward is fundamental.
Yeah.
Right? So as opposed to jumping. So he's going to
and it's not as important as it would be. With Lego we saw a lot of jump-ins because Garrus has that jump down 2, that body splash. But Honeybee, with Noob Saibot, you don't have the best options with jump-ins. So.
And let's face it, both players are going neck and neck, right? So unfortunately, Honeybee is having, if you're Stabs, unfortunately, Honeybee is having a lot more leverage off his decisions than you are. So it's just about conversion. That's all it is.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we are actually going to cut to a break because we're having some technical difficulties getting these players loaded back up in. We apologize for that, but we will be right back. Do not go anywhere. We have an intense game 5 underway really soon. All right, guys, so we got some news. We got some news. We're gonna break it down for you. So, what just happened? To break down the series of events, it wasn't any player on either side. There it wasn't Stabs. It wasn't Honeybee that disconnected.
Plot twist.
It was us. Our internet here in the studio had gone down for like a split second, I guess, which had disconnected us from the lobby. The players were unaware of this. So because of that, they played out the match. And I think that's only fair that they did. They didn't know that we disconnected.
I mean, it's a technical glitch on our end, right?
To their knowledge, we were still spectating, and they played out their match as they normally would have. Yeah. And because of that, a winner was determined. And that winner, who will be moving on now to losers finals to face off against Fluxwaves, is D2 Stabs.
Yep.
So Stabs won. Now we do want to mention
that
Honeybee or Stabs was saying, hey, you know, if it wasn't on stream, I'm willing to play another match. Honeybee was like, no, fair and square, I lost. I think that you deserve the victory.
That
and
says
I think
a lot.
That I got a lot of respect for Honeybee for doing that.
Yeah, that says a lot about his character. He's like, you know, fair is fair. You beat me. It's not any of our faults. Unfortunately, our studio couldn't capture it.
So we sincerely apologize that we couldn't get you that game 5. We sincerely apologize that we couldn't spectate it for you guys.
We were looking forward to it as much as you guys were.
We in the studio here wanted to see it just as much as you guys did.
Yeah.
So we're disappointed as well. But Stabs will be moving on.
Yep.
He's going to losers finals. He's going to face off against Fluxwaves.
Yep.
And if he wins, it's 3 weeks in a row.
Yes.
The run back between Stabs and Biohazard.
But that's if he beats Fluxwaves.
That's right. He's still got Fluxwaves to go through, which will be our next match that we have going underway in just a moment. We're getting those players loaded up. So again, sincerely apologize. If you're just tuning in, to explain it once again, we disconnected from the lobby in a Game 5 scenario between Stabs and Honeybee, and they played out the match, and Stabs did end up being the victor of the match, and Honeybee just said, that's what's fair, that's what the ruling should be, and that's what it was. So
very professional.
Stabs moves on, very professional indeed, and we can't apologize enough, but
yeah, we're truly sorry.
We're truly sorry, but we got our next game. We got to load it up now.
Losers finals, baby.
Losers finals. Whoever wins this is moving on to grand finals to face off against Biohazard. And what a storyline it would be if Stabs is the one to make it and move forward, because then it creates an additional anime storyline, as you've been saying. Stabs once again on the loser side of the bracket.
Season 2 of Stabs versus Biohazard. I'm excited.
So let's see what happens here. But just like you said, you know, Stabs, you still got to get through Cetrion. He's still got to get through Fluxwaves here. And Fluxwaves has been so consistent through the entire 6 weeks of online qualifiers.
He's no joke.
He starts things off immediately as he's playing the Force of Nature variation with the ground pound.
And I like that. He does a ground pound. He's like, no, I'm not going to continue that ground pound string, and it throws him.
That's right.
And creates more space for himself to start zoning Frost.
Keeps going for those ground pounds. Working the full screen here. Stabs is trying to find his way in. Blocks the amplified projectile.
What a versatile character.
Really cool too how the projectile shield actually blocks the first hit from the ground pound. So you avoid a hit there. Stabs is looking for that anti-air. Nice forward 2 counter there. And the back 2-2 connects. No follow-up though. Stabs has got the corner right now. And there is no teleport available on this variation for Fluxwaves. So he's just got to hope that he finds his way out of here. Ooh, Stabs gets caught.
Yeah, this zoning is looking insufferable for Frost. Stabs is not having a good time, but here he is. He goes the distance.
Ooh, nice neutral jump there from Fluxwaves as he now has a corner control himself. Amplified projectile from Stabs as he's now going to try and make his way in. Nice little cancel there. Input error, I'm assuming, from Stabs, and gets caught by the anti-air. Crushing blow there.
That's a lot of damage here. All from throwing rocks.
Stabs got to get something going. Counters. Tries to go for a throw. Does not work out. Ooh, the 4-2 just out of range. Oh, nicely done. Completes that string as the head toss does go full, or does go across the screen like that.
Yeah, it takes
those ground pounds. That chip damage is adding up. And it looks like that's going to be the game.
Very, very convincing by Fluxwaves.
Near flawless 2 rounds there from Fluxwaves. Barely got touched through the entirety of that. And now if you're Stabs, you got to figure something out. You got to figure it out quick, because that did not look great in the matchup of Frost against Cetrion.
Not at all.
Does he go to Shang Tsung now?
We'll find out. We'll find out when we get to the character selection.
I suspect he does.
Yes.
I suspect he does. I don't think he has, because they're on the losers bracket, because this is kind of the fight to grand finals, I don't think he has enough room. Hold on a minute.
Raiden did get buffed.
Hold on a minute.
Raiden did get buffed.
Stabs, what are you doing? Is he gonna pick Raiden? He's hovering.
I mean, canon-wise, Raiden is a monster.
Okay,
but
no,
that's
he's sticking
all
with Frost. Okay.
Going with Frost.
I gotta be
definitely
honest, I'm not sure. We'll
He's
see how
baiting
this
us.
goes. If you're, it's, you know, it's his play at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's confident in this pick. He thinks that he can make the proper adjustments. So let's see how it goes. I just thought, from my perspective, from looking at it from the outside looking in, I thought if you're Stabs, you know, you're trying to get the grand finals. You're on the loser side here. You don't have too much of a cushion. You don't want to go down 2-0 in a set and then be like, all right, I got to switch characters. You want to make that change as quick as you can, but no, he's going to stick with Frost. He's going to see if he's going to be able to find some success with it. And so far, so good, as he starts off this game with a nice little combo there, but doesn't complete it. That's unfortunate. Still has a life lead, though.
But
Ground pounds galore.
Yeah, slow. That life lead is slowly losing.
Neutral jump. Back to connects, but he doesn't follow up.
Wow.
Keeping it safe. Down 4. Good string there from Flux. Pushing Stabs away. Ooh, Stabs, I like what he was going for there. Did not work up as he wanted it to, but still he connects it back 2-2 into the microburst. Not able to get a combo there. That's unfortunate. Bit of a drop. Keeping it safe though with the tornado. And there's a forward throw from Flux. Not sure if that's entirely what he would have hoped for, but there's a fatal blow activation on the whiff punish. I believe it could be enough, depends on the mini game here. That's why you gotta watch my quick tips videos on fatal blows in Mortal Kombat 11. It's barely enough. The defensive shields have worked out, and there's a fatal blow from Stabs now. Oh, he connects the vines, amplifies it into the ground pound. Do not count Flux Waves out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a comeback from Flux Waves. I'm telling you, the timing on the hits in that fatal blow is potentially what has him stay alive and win that round there.
And it did. Well, I mean, on top of him closing out the round by excellent choices on timing for the zoning, for the blocks, passes, for the tank.
Wow.
Lines. That's crazy, dude.
Man, if you're Stabs, you're really kicking yourself after that one. What looked to be almost a guaranteed round for you to win ended up being an insane comeback from Flux Waves. And now he is in full control here at a flawless victory as of right now, not being touched yet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's just zoning out Stabs completely here.
Wow. The zoning pressure is ridiculous, and he's gonna get that damage. Looking for the anti-air, looking for it again, and the ground pound. A flawless victory from Flux Waves in a round that almost looked to be Stabs to win. That is so unfortunate.
Jesus.
Wow, my goodness. Flux Waves playing out of his mind there. Did not give a moment for Stabs to breathe.
Look, week in, week out, Flux Waves is the most consistent player in our tournament series, and he's just getting better each week.
Wow. Wow.
He's great.
You got to be kicking yourself if you're Stabs on that one.
Yeah,
that is
close.
so unfortunate.
That's 2 times he came close to taking those rounds, and just Flux Waves just pulled the rug from under him. He was like,
boy.
Nah.
So
A
unfortunate.
new side bot. Oh, Scorpion, right.
Hold on a minute.
Scorpion.
Okay. This will be interesting.
Yeah, this will
be interesting. I want to see how this is going to go. We're definitely going to see a lot of teleport cancels. But is Flux Waves going to be fully prepared for this matchup now?
Probably.
I can only imagine, as a Cetrion player, if you're playing in the Combat League, if you're playing online with that Cetrion, you run into your fair share of Scorpions.
You are definitely prepared if you play online against Scorpion.
So let's see what happens here. Nice cancel on the ground pound into the throw after the dash in there from Flux. As Flux is looking to walk away with a quick 3-0 here and advance to go to Grand Finals to face off against Bio. But a nice punish there on the ground pound from Stabs.
Careful from Flux Waves. And Flux Waves now establishing that zoning game, that impressive zoning game that made him so successful so far in this tournament series.
Absolutely. There's those air projectiles. Ooh, the jump 3 connects, but not into the amplified teleport. That's unfortunate. But Stabs still has the corner control, gets the crushing blow. No meter, though, to amplify anything and get an additional damage. Or I believe actually he did have meter on that teleport, he just didn't connect it. Oh, there's the fatal blow, and the armor comes in to save Stabs from getting hit and getting knocked out of it, and that's gonna be the first round going to Stabs. Keeps himself alive here now.
Absolutely.
It's important to note though, he's locked in with Scorpion.
Yeah, he has to make this 3-0 comeback to win this set with Scorpion.
Exactly.
A rather tough task, but great shimmy there. Whip punches that string, and now Stabs is in full
jump
control
3.
right now.
Good damage. Back to cancel into the teleport. Okay.
Yeah,
Stabs has got some good momentum right now. 1-1 into a teleport. Goes for the down 2, expecting an air escape. Doesn't come though. Forward 3-4, and that's gonna be game number 3 going to Stabs as he now put a game up on the board. But once again, he's locked in with Scorpion, and this pick seems to have worked for this game. But he's got 2 more games to go if he wants to move on to grand finals.
And he's got to do it with Scorpion.
And that's a big cushion for Fluxwaves to potentially adapt to this matchup.
For sure.
So it's gonna be
a tough one.
It's gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a barn burner for sure. But I like the play from Stabs.
Yeah.
Punishing the ground pound with the teleports.
Yep.
Recognizing not to just throw it out there because he knows he's gonna get caught for it, but to utilize that teleport as his combo extenders and as punishes against his opponent. That is the smart way to play this Scorpion right now. Post nerf, having that teleport be a high, you want to use it as a punish.
And look,
you know?
people often over-exaggerate the nerf that Scorpion had. Scorpion is still a strong character.
Yes.
Scorpion is still, his game plan is still intact. It's just that something impressive is not so impressive anymore.
Yeah. There we go. That forward throw connects, and there was an escape fail there from Stabs, so that does lock in the forward throw crushing blow for Stabs. But again, it creates the mind game. Will he continue to just go for a back throw from here on out to avoid being teched? Or does he risk it and try and get that crushing blow? Let's see what happens now. And there's that teleport. Nicely done. The mind games on the air-to-air. Goes for the reset on the down 1.
And this pressure is really impressive right now.
Very impressive. Avoids the geysers.
He avoided that geyser completely with the air teleport and closes that distance down. And now he is in there.
Ooh, here comes a crushing blow. Oh no, he doesn't spend it. Okay, now he's probably gonna spend it. Nope,
no,
never
he's still
mind.
Not gonna spend it. All right, that's interesting. Oh,
I wonder if that got changed. Maybe that's something that I missed. But he gets that standing 1 and wins that round. Or was there a tech throw there?
We'll find out.
We will find out at the replay. All right, round 2 begins. Air to air, jump 3 from Flux. Connects that air projectile.
And Stats with the momentum right now. He's able to just have the read on Flux Waves, just teleporting when Flux Wave wants to fireball and punishing him accordingly.
These safe strings are ridiculous right now, and Stabs taking full advantage of that. He is up around raw teleport, and there is a punish. Nicely done. Quick reactions from Flux, recognizing that amplification was not coming in and was ready to punish quickly for a nice 40% and a good meaty to win that round.
Absolutely. It actually stuck the fatal blow attempt. It was
did?
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Really, really good.
Stabs with the call out on those neutral jumps, expecting that geyser. Ooh, the neutral duck there on the throw. Goes for just 2 down 2s, and unfortunately, Stabs does break away after the second down 2 where all the damage has already been done. So he loses that defensive meter. Avoids the geysers. Once again, back 2 into teleport. Not the biggest punish there from Flux, but still gets a hit in and then follows up with a forward throw. Stabs has gotta get something going here now. Forward throw. He's got Flux in the corner. 4-3. Keeping himself plus. Tried to flawless block, it didn't work. He has fatal blow. It's on cooldown though, I believe.
Absolutely.
So it did get shut down. There it is. Fatal blow is available. Those neutral jumps. He is trying to bait. He is trying to bait, and he does get it. No, he doesn't get the fatal blow. Raw teleport. So dangerous from Stabs. Oh, those neutral jumps.
Yeah, he's trying
Those
to
neutral jumps. He's looking for anything here. 4-3 into fatal blow, but the patience from Flux wins him the game. My goodness, that is so unfortunate for for Stabs there. My
Yeah,
God.
he dropped that fatal blow combo conversion.
Oh, boy.
And then, unfortunately, Fluxwave just outweights him, waits for him to whiff a move and hang himself. And that's what
killer.
happens.
That's killer. Although I am happy for Flux that he is moving on. He's going to grand finals. I would have loved to have seen Stabs make it once again, just for the sake of the storyline there.
Absolutely. But you know what? Some stories have to end, and unfortunately, Flux Stabs' story has come to an end. But that's all right. He
places
third.
He places third, gets 200 points for the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he is just fine with that. He obviously would have loved to have made it further, but you can't really be complaining. That's a good amount of points that he's taken here, mostly playing as Frost, too.
Yep.
So great stuff there from Stabs, but Fluxwaves will be moving on to grand finals now to face off against Biohazard. And Biohazard against Cetrion has been a matchup that he has had difficulty with in the past as well.
Yes.
But something that he is definitely able to handle. So we'll see how that goes. I do like the character switch overall that Stabs made. I think it did make sense for him to make the character switch to Scorpion. But again, it goes back to the point that I was trying to make previously when he had stuck with. He should have done it earlier.
Yeah, because at least he would have a cushion, right?
Right.
But that's all right. Sometimes your headspace is not there. You're like, you might be stubborn. As a player, sometimes you're like, hey, I don't want to counter pick right now. I think I can beat him with my Frost, because I did beat him before, right? And it doesn't work out that way. And then all of a sudden, you pick your counter pick, and then it works out for you, and then you're like, wow, I should have. Now I regret it. Sometimes you have that lingering thought in your mind, right? Yeah. So it's kind of, wish you picked it a little earlier, have a little cushion for him. But hey, it's all right.
Again,
some lessons have to be learned,
he's getting 200 points for the week, and then we're going to see a little later where exactly he's going to place in that top 8 in terms of the seeding. But we're going to throw it to a quick break here, real quick, and then we'll be right back with your grand finals, Biohazard versus Fluxwave. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. I'm Caboose. That's my boy Drew Face here.
What up, Holmes?
We've had an amazing top 8 so far, and we also wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors today. We wanted to shout out NetherRealm for hosting us there on their Twitch page. It's been an honor to be talking to you guys and showing some Canadian talent from Mortal Kombat. And then we also wanted to shout out our sponsors, Asus, with our beautiful laptops here in front of us. So thank you very much to our sponsors. And now we are getting into our grand finals. But before we do so, let's take a look at our bracket. Let's look at the carnage that's taken place throughout this day.
The power bodies, baby.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a top 8. Again, we apologize that we weren't able to show you the full set between Stabs and Honeybee, but Stabs did move on to face off against Fluxwaves in that losers bracket, and unfortunately couldn't make it past that as Fluxwaves took him down 3-1, and now we head into our grand finals. Fluxwaves facing off against Biohazard. Fluxwaves is on the loser side.
Yes.
So he's got to win 2 sets of 3.
Yep.
And I think that's, if you're Biohazard, you breathe a sigh of relief specifically because of that.
Room. You have
a lot of room to work with here to figure out this Cetrion play.
For sure.
So this could be really good for Biohazard. It's been an amazing top 8 so far. And then obviously if Biohazard does win, it's a lot of points.
It is.
It's a lot of points that you're taking there. Between second and first, it's a 75-point differential.
Yep.
So let's see how this goes as we are here at our character select screen. Biohazard opting to go once again with the Dirtbag Kano, and Fluxwaves sticking with that Cetrion pick.
Our grand finals, baby.
This is gonna be interesting. Grand finals, the final week of online qualifiers for Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. It has been an amazing 6 weeks commentating with you, Drew.
Absolutely,
I have had a blast, and then we're gonna go to top 8 later this summer to showcase the best Canadian talent there is to offer in Mortal Kombat 11, which will be September 21st. But here we go.
All right.
Biohazard. Flux Waves.
The run back.
The run back.
Winners finals. Now we have grand finals. And you know what? I gotta say something. Those are some nice tattoos. As a man with tattoos myself,
I mean, I'm sure you would appreciate that, right?
But I can't believe it's only the jerk guys. Anyway.
All right, there we go. There's those Bowie knives. Amplifies the volcano ball. And there is that Molotov. It connects.
Absolutely.
4-3.
That Molotov caused them a lot of problems in that winners final set.
Nice quick reaction there from Flux. Flux has been really good with that. Even in the matchup against Scorpion, he was quick to recognize when it's time to punish, whether it's a raw Kano ball or a non-amplified teleport from Scorpion. And good stuff here, though, still from Biohazard. And he has unfortunately switched sides, which could be great news if you're Flux Waves. One little hit into Fatal Blow could do it for him. He cancels the ground slam.
Oh, he jumps right back
with
up.
that string. Gets caught, though, by the acid, and the amplified Kano ball will be enough as there's no defensive meter to save Flux Waves from that damage.
Absolutely, and that's what happens. You have defensive meter, you can sort of survive last chip damage situations.
Good forward throw there from Flux. Flux lands that projectile. Trying to keep Biohazard here at full screen. Bio probably looking to see if he can activate his buff to give him the armor. That's exactly what he's looking for. He got the activation now, and there we go. Has that hit of armor on the Kano ball, lands the neutral jump 3, and he's got that corner control.
Oh, no punish on that ball there.
4-3. Trying to jump in. Those jump ins are the exact things that Biohazard is always so ready to flawless block.
Great Kano ball there to go through that fireball.
Oh, there we go.
Not one.
Nice little conversion there. 20% amplifies the acid to get the activation on the Molotov, and the Biohazard special gets him that first game.
Absolutely. And that's what happens, man. You get that chemical burn, there's still damage happening on you over time. And then on top of that, it got buffed.
But you got the damage over time from the chemical burn, and you got the damage over time from the fire. It's a lot of damage.
There's got to be a 4th degree burn, because I know only the degrees of burns only go up to
But
3
she's an
levels.
Elder God.
She is an Elder God.
She's an Elder God.
She is an Elder God.
You know,
She can deal with her.
She's doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The Avatar doesn't take burn. She is the burn. You're right.
If it was Noob Saibot, though, he'd be good to go. Best character in
he's
Mortal
already
Kombat.
dead.
Anyways,
No. Anyway.
So we're getting into our second game here. I mean, if you're Flux Waves, the zoning game works. It works really well. So he's just got to create the space.
Well, I mean, he also has to be very well aware when Biohazard has the armored up Kano ball.
Exactly.
Because it's going to counter your zoning.
Yeah.
It's going to counter your zoning.
That's 100% correct.
There it is. Good
Nice punish. Immediate crushing blow there. I'm sure we're going to see an air escape, yep, from Biohazard. As a back throw escape failed.
Have faith.
That's right. Create some space for himself. And now he can do that zoning games you're talking about.
And there it is. Biohazard had the activation on the armor and had more than enough time to get across the screen with that Kano ball.
Great jumping there.
Nice tech.
Don't check.
And there we go. There's the punish. Pushing Bio away. Ground pound.
Well, he
Ground pound all day long.
And there it is.
Still connect.
This could be the start of something. Molotov activate.
You better hope it's not. Oh my goodness, combo into Fatal Blow. Is this gonna be enough for Biohazard? I'm not entirely sure, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna make things real close. Yep, magic pixel there for Flux, and the Kano ball as Bio recognizes no defensive meter once again.
Look,
what a comeback.
That's the amazing part about Biohazard. His awareness of your defensive meter. He's like, yo, I'm gonna chip you out with Kano ball.
Yeah.
No, you don't got it. And he knows every time.
My goodness, my goodness. Just spatial awareness, recognizing and understanding the positioning of his opponent, and realizing that his opponent didn't have the defensive meter to be able to survive that Kano ball, so he utilizes it to get that chip damage, and he has the armor up now.
And he's gonna look to
There it is.
Kano ball through one of them, but
Forward throw.
ooh, I like that mind game, bro.
Try to go for the back three. Back throw there, gets tacked. 4-4, nice. Oh, Biohazard gets interrupted there. Forward 2 connects, amplifies into the Kano ball. Biohazard looking to walk away with this game. Oh my goodness! Evades the Fatal Blow, and then the air Kano ball amplified. That's gonna put Bio up 2-0 in this set. He is one game away from another 300 points and some real good positioning in the top 8 that will take place on September 21st next month.
Do you know the amazing thing that Bao's doing? Every time he armors up, Fluxwave stops zoning him.
Yep.
He's so scared of getting through that cannonball.
Imagine having a Cetrion afraid to zone you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And what Biohazard does, he takes advantage of that. He closes the space down. He's like, I'm a neutral jump. You can't do anything. Armor, cannonball. I'm gonna walk forward. What are you gonna do? All right, nothing. I'm gonna keep walking. Amazing mind game.
To have your opponent afraid to press buttons from full screen.
Yeah. And your character's good at full screen.
It's nuts. I'm telling you, we could see a lot more Bio going forward. He could be the one that takes this whole tournament now, especially considering the buff that he has received for the character that he's been playing at since the start of this game.
You know, Caboose, I definitely want to see more Bio. I love Bio. He's my favorite player. 100%.
If you played Noob Saibot, he'd be mine. But anyways, there's that Kano ball. He amplifies it, gets punished though. You can't really get too big of a punish unless you're going for crushing blows with this variation of Cetrion. But after that air projectile, she lands in the fire and gets hit by it. Bio teabag in there? No, I think he was trying to activate the armor. Yes.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to activate armor. Biohazard is an honorable man. He does not teabag.
Oh my goodness, goes for that Kano ball. There's a fatal blow, and he evades it once again. Bio now on tournament points, very convincingly, making all the right reads, getting all the hits he needs, and this could be it.
Some smart reactions too. See how he avoided that? That fatal blow?
Yep.
Nice.
That's the second time he's done that too.
Oh,
catches the vines, amplified. It's gonna be a decent amount of damage there right now. Flux has the life lead, but gets caught by that Kano ball. And the armor is activated once again. This is the worst place to be against this variation of Kano right now.
And he still has armor.
Oh boy.
He still has
armor.
armor.
He blocked. Avoid the activation on the fire, but not that time. Oh no, it's looking bad. But there's the air projectile. Flux trying to keep himself alive here. Kano ball gets blocked, crushing blow. Is he gonna activate into fatal blow? Yes, indeed.
I agree with this decision because right now,
100%.
Biohazard has so much momentum.
Yeah.
If you want to cut him off, you want to slow him down.
This is do or die now.
Absolutely.
Flux has got to make sure he gets a couple hits in to potentially get around. Gets it. He makes the read.
I like it.
Flux is alive. He's got the mountain of all mountains to climb though. Is he's got to reverse 3-0 to reset the bracket, then win another set to win this tournament for this week.
And that's quite a difficult task, especially when you're fighting a juggernaut like Biohazard.
Definitely.
Who is using a dirtbag, scumbag character. Look at the Molotovs, man. Look at the Molotovs, dude.
Oh, way to go there from Bio. Activates the fire. She's going to land it and get hit. Damage over time as well. It may not seem like much, but it all adds up in the end.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. What a quick jump there from Bio to get the punish. Jump 3. Immediate air escape. Forward throw. One little hit will do it.
Oh, we tried to go for the overhead there.
And the punish into the Kano ball. Biohazard is your champion for the last 2 weeks in a row of Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. That's 600 points that he's gotten himself.
I mean, 300 this week, yeah.
300, that's 600 for the last 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
You get what I mean.